Hello and welcome to TEE TV with me, Damian J. Rogers. And I had it right the first time. Charles. Say hello,
Hello.
Charles.
Hello,
And
everyone.
down here, Stone Cold Killer. Gotta say hello? No, just
Hello, hello, hello. How's you doing today?
this week, and we've been off for a while. My bad, everybody. It's typically my bad. We're discussing, how dare you, sir? At least say tisk tisk. Don't be giving
No
me this.
explanations. No explanations. No extra onions.
But
Tisk,
onions
tisk.
are so good, though. But this week we have Monarch Season 2, Monarch Legacy of Monsters Season 2, Episode 3 to 5, and possibly Dust Bunny.
We can lightly dust the dust bunny, and then we'll do the complete dusting next week. Maybe I don't know. We'll try here. See, we'll try.
We shall. We do nothing if not try. No, we do nothing. I'll go with
Yeah,
that.
we don't listen to Yoda here.
We try if not do nothing. Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
not
yeah.
working.
Yeah, like Yoda's whole quote of do or do not, there is no try. Yeah, fuck that noise. We don't do that.
Yeah, little green dickhead. What does he know?
Yeah.
All living in a swamp. Fuck off.
So I
So,
as the I as the casual guy who only likes to see big monsters that both I wasn't as I wasn't as on my complete nerdy stuff and knew they were kaiju for a long while. I just like seeing big
wait,
super monsters.
you're not saying till like this week, right?
No. Of course not.
Thank God, because I was gonna be like, come on, man, how do you not know by now?
Even even if that were true, I wouldn't say it. But even if it were true, but I'm not saying it is true. But even if it were true, I wouldn't say it. Let's
Hmm.
just let's just get out of the who's on first conversation and get back to the content. All right, but I'm just saying that basically I was just one of those guys growing up as a kid that loved to see Godzilla, King Kong, and other super monsters just stomp on things and smash shit up. I didn't care about the human experience a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's more like, yeah, okay, if you anything other than you guys trying to figure out what ways to kill this goddamn thing, I don't want to know about you. But you know what I'm saying? But the little twins were fun. Now, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
But
and what was that one? Was that
the
was it
connection with
Mothra?
Mothra, yeah.
It was Mothra. Okay, yeah.
So, yeah, they were fun. They were always fun. But I can definitely say that as I've gotten more mature, that I've gotten to respect more of the human condition as as it relates to these monsters and what to the kaiju and what they're doing. So with that being said, I kind of, I definitely could say, say Godzilla -1, it definitely brought me way over to the other side with that, to where I was more interested in seeing that if done right, and everything like that. So with that said, I definitely like the way things are going with this show. I will ask you this though: is it the radiation, or is it the other dimension type stuff? The other, what is it that makes these psychic connections between these kaiju and certain? I mean, where it seems most of the time is it mostly Asian or Pacific Islanders? I guess you could say,
Oh, yeah, because you're talking about the girl from Kong, from Godzilla versus Kong, right? Or
and
Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire.
and recently with Titan X.
Well, yeah, you're talking about Kate Randa.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that the girl that had the connection to Kong had a psychic connection with him. I think
No, this is a different thing.
yeah, the girl with Kong, I think she just had a bond with him because they were both lone survivors on Kong's on Skull Island. Because Kong was the only one left of his people, she was the only one left of her people, and they kind of just bonded through that. Now, of course, with Kate Randa, I have no idea what they are doing with her. I don't know.
No,
But
like there's definitely it's this weird. It's either psychic or cosmic.
I suspected that they were going to have her have some kind of connection with Titan X ever since that moment that I noticed when she was on the Monarch ship after they left. Like, she was just standing there after Lee Shaw left on the little like boat thing, and she was just standing at like the launching pad, and she was standing in the water, and then she walked away, and there were two ripples that were just like pulsating in the water from where she was standing.
Yeah.
And I noticed that, and I was like, oh, you got to be kidding me. They're going to do some kind of psychic connection between her and Titan X. And ever since that moment, I was like, yeah, that's what they're going to do. And lo and behold, that's what they did. And I'm like, come on, man.
And no theories on why that happens?
I don't have any theories yet. I don't. It's just, I don't know how they're going to do it. I guess you could say I guess I could say the only real theory I have so far, and this isn't even really a theory, it's more of a hypothesis, is this connection first presented itself when she came into contact with that little crab creature on the boat or the ship, and it created that like pulse signal thing, and it like came into contact with her, and ever since that moment, that's when she had the connection. But that's only a hypothesis, not a theory.
But then, I mean, that's what I say. I just want to say, take a step back, and what about the twins? Like when we go all the way back to the Mothra, the twins, the twin girls.
You're talking about in the older movies.
Yeah, it goes all the way back to then. It goes all the way back to that.
Kate doesn't have a twin.
No. What I'm saying is, going all the way back to even those movies, they depicted these two little twin girls having this kind of bond with Mothra. Like, I'm just trying to figure out what is that about? Why does that happen between humans, between certain humans and certain of these beasts?
What were they human though? Weren't they like pixie size?
Technically,
they
they
like
already
tiny?
did something like this with the twins with Mothra in the Monsterverse already with Dr. Lim. That was Zhang Ziyi's character in King of the Monsters. She has a twin sister, and she had a connection to Mothra. It was revealed in King of the Monsters. She had a connection to Mothra.
Yeah, and what I'm trying to figure out is what is it that they're trying to communicate with this whole psychic bond thing? Like, I'm just trying to figure out what is the lore behind that? Like, why does this happen?
I don't think the lore has been established yet, at least in the Monsterverse. I don't think it's been established yet.
Even in prior stuff, I don't think it was ever really this clear thing that was going on.
Yeah, I think what they're going to do, and this is again another hypothesis, not a theory. I think they're going to explain this and establish the lore surrounding this psychic connection with the Titans in Monarch Legacy of Monsters.
Okay.
I think they're going to explain it here.
Okay. Look, casual hot take question for you guys. Do these little like only could be described by most people as scarab type, the type things?
They're not scarabs. If anything, they'd be closer to trilobites.
Okay. Is this just what they are? Do these things because I did see what looked to me like tentacles in my, I wasn't just imagining that, right?
What do you mean tentacles?
tendrils. They had some things going
I
when
think
they
what
were.
they are is they are either parasites that have symbolic relationship with Titan X, or they are Titan X's babies.
So
Or possibly both.
that's the question I was getting.
Or
That's the question I was
possibly
getting
both.
to. Do these? That's the question I was just about to get to. Do these things end up becoming like Titan X eventually as they grow?
No, I think there's only one.
So they don't.
Or
So,
if maybe if it falls, maybe another rises
but what I'm saying
and
is they
becomes
don't.
that.
But they
But
don't. But they
while
That's
don't
that
get.
why.
main
That's
one
why
is
I think
alive,
it's possible that these trilobite things are a parasite, and they have a symbiotic
yeah,
relationship with Titan X. And I think that was proven when Apex Cybernetics tried to send that device into one of Titan X's tentacles. In the trilobites, they severed the tentacle to remove that device from Titan
yeah.
X.
They immediately attacked that point and got
Yeah.
rid of the, I guess, the infection, as they
Yes.
probably see it.
So I guess you could say they kind of respond similar to white blood cells.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
But also, the connection that Kate has with the thing, is that the same as what um, the grandmother, um, damn it, what's her name?
Keiko?
Keiko, is what she experienced. Remember when she put the electrodes in the ground? She sort of started getting this thing where she's like, "Do you hear that?" And Shaw was just like, "No, I have no idea what you're talking about."
Oh,
Like
so
she
what
was
you're saying that
experiencing
Keiko also
something.
has a connection to Titan X?
Maybe it was never completed, but I feel like she had perhaps the beginnings of that, because
Maybe.
she was hearing or feeling something that only she could. It was only coming through to her.
It's possible, but I'm not sure.
And maybe it is because she never made contact with. Maybe it is something to do, because it's got to be something to do with the water, right? Like the water is a conduit or something. Like it maybe completes the circuit or something to make that connection active.
Maybe.
Well, let me ask you guys a question real quick. Also,
Mm.
what do you think about the possible wrinkle that they're putting in with Titan X being the main villain, or possibly not actually the main villain?
I would say I got the feeling, at least from this last episode, it's not a villain. But
Yeah,
But
the
then
way, like,
we still don't know much about it. But I didn't get a villain impression, and also what we know prior to it about it, enriching waters and stuff like that. It seems more
yeah,
an environmental good than a destructive force.
well, I mean, hell, take a look at what Sarazawa had said, like, before he passed away. It's like many of the Titans were, like, a good number of them were malevolent, but there was also a good number of them that were more benevolent, like
Yeah,
how their presence had actually promoted life, had improved the existence of life whenever they, like, showed up.
yeah,
Like, sure, they destroyed cities and everything, but due to the radiation that they give off, it it like increased the growth of like plant life and like the greenery. It
yeah. It's a
improved life.
force of nature. It's not this.
Yeah,
It's not a weapon.
yeah. So, I mean, the fact that Titan X is actually enriching the waters, I mean, this could mean that Titan X is not malevolent, it's benevolent. That it's not evil. So,
And
I
then, like,
mean,
what else does it do that we don't know about?
yeah. So, I
well,
mean, and also, like, where is Godzilla in all this? That's what
He's
I
just
have to
chilling,
ask.
just chilling.
Well, no, I mean, like, Godzilla would only show up, and Sarazawa already confirmed this. Godzilla only shows up to restore balance. He only shows up to restore balance. And so when balance is not being upset, not being fucked with, Godzilla stays out of it. he doesn't show up. He doesn't like restore balance because balance doesn't need to be restored. So that begs the question: is the presence of Titan X like hurting anything? Because I don't think it is. I mean, it seems like that. I don't think Godzilla would even consider Titan X to be a problem.
I wouldn't think so, but then I also wonder if after this most recent episode, if they've kind of maybe fucked with its chemistry or something.
Well,
When
I
it,
mean, it's
because you got
possible that
it seems to have two states.
it's
There's the blue
possible
state,
that
or there's the red state, or there's the purple state. Blue
yeah.
seems to be almost like when it's. I think we've only seen the blue when it was connecting, right?
Mhm.
And then it's typically just purple as sort of a neutral going about its business. And then we see the bright red when it's defending itself, getting pissed because something's attacking it.
Yeah, but I think Titan X is probably just angry that somebody threatened it, so it's probably on defensive mode now.
And perhaps, that's where we may see Godzilla pop up.
Yeah,
Because he's going to pop up sometime this season. I think he was in the trailer for the season.
yeah, but he's
But they
probably not
didn't
going to show
show
up
what
until near the
capacity.
show's end.
I think it's a
So,
10 episode season. I think the first season was 10, so I have to assume probably 10 again.
Okay.
so if there is a possibility that Titan X is not the main villain, then what possibly is?
I think, and this is just speculation, so count this as wild speculation. Yeah, but I think this season is going to lead into the next Monsterverse movie. And that's going to be Godzilla X Kong Supernova.
Oh,
And
as in like as in the new, like the newest,
yeah,
like what's coming next? Okay.
yeah. The new
Which
movie is going to be called Godzilla X Kong Supernova.
I was reminded while watching the newest episode. I'm like, oh fuck, I haven't seen the last one yet.
Yeah. Godzilla X Kong, the new Empire. I was not the biggest fan of. I mean, I thought it was okay, but I mean, it just like, it was all right.
Just like, it's a fun movie. It's just nothing outstanding.
I thought Godzilla versus Kong was better.
That was a great fucking movie.
It was. I mean, nothing tops Mecha Godzilla getting the shit kicked out of it.
Which I was trying to remember. That was Apex, right? Apex
Yeah.
made Mechagodzilla?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Monarch Legacy of Monsters takes place before the events of Godzilla vs. Kong.
I think it takes place. It's still taking place before. Um, Wait, was Godzilla Kong the second one? No, it was
Godzilla
Godzilla
vs.
King of
Kong?
the Monsters was the second, right?
No, Godzilla 2014 was the first one.
Yeah.
Godzilla King of the Monsters was the second one. Kong Skull. No. I think. Let's
Yeah, I think
see.
Skull Island was second.
Yeah, Skull Island was
But
second, I think.
but
King of the
that takes
Monsters
place,
was the third one.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. Kong Skull Island was the second one because there was a post-credit scene that led into King of the Monsters. And then, let's see, Godzilla vs. Kong was the fourth one.
Okay, so this is
And
still we have to be still pre King of the Monsters because G-Day is still the big thing.
no,
Because this would be because they said
we are post King of the Monsters.
we can't be.
I think we're post King of the Monsters. Because King of the Monsters came out in 2019.
Well, then, yeah, we're definitely pre, because they were talking about Titan X shouldn't be showing up until 2023, and one of the characters, someone said like, oh, so we're 6 years early, so we're in 2017 at the moment.
Oh, we're in 2017. Okay, so
Yeah,
then we are pre King of the Monsters.
So I guess we're sort of leading into that, and maybe the next season, assuming we get one, would
Oh,
be
then that would
post
mean that
that.
Serizawa is still alive.
Hmm.
Come on, man. Bring Ken Watanabe back, man. Bring him into the show, damn it.
God damn it.
Yeah. Oh, god damn it.
Oh, God
Let me
damn
get
it.
not look, just breaking here because we
Sorry, Jim
guys.
Brindle is good.
Yeah, I fucking love that fucking clip, dude. It's like,
It's so perfect. It's so many uses.
Let, let me guys kind of just taking a break because we really jump right into Monarch Legacy of Monsters, and we usually
Yeah,
don't
we
jump
jumped quite
right in.
far into it, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, we
we're
usually don't
going
do.
way down into that rabbit hole.
I mean, and we usually do a lot of small talk before we start right into it. But one thing I wanted to ask you about: do you think Space Godzilla will have any use?
Yes. 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 Anything that has to do with Space Godzilla, the answer is yes.
Now, here's
What about
my
Baby
Yes.
Godzilla?
No.
what?
I don't give a shit about Baby Godzilla. Like, I don't give a shit about that
No
little
one does.
asshole.
No one does.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about that asshole. Kick him into the sun. Okay? Kick him into the sun. Give
Give him some
me,
Icarus wings and send him on his way.
yeah. Give me Space Godzilla, you bastards. Stop being cowards and give me Space Godzilla, goddammit.
But here's
You
my
fucking
sleeper pick.
pussies.
Here's my sleeper pick: Biolante.
Wait, which one is that again?
Was that the garbage monster?
Wait, was it?
What?
Which one
What
was
was
the
that?
garbage monster? It was just basically like a pile of garbage,
Oh, did they made a kaiju out of garbage?
basically.
What fucking movie were you watching?
Godzilla versus whatever the fuck that thing was called.
Oh, yeah. I can see it now. Godzilla versus whatever the fuck.
No, but Biolante is the thing that
That's
had two.
coming. It's gotta be.
Yeah.
Biolante is the thing that had two different forms. It started
Toho
out.
just sees the dollar signs going like ting, just like
Yeah, it's just Ready Player One with Godzilla. He's fighting Batman. He's fucking, I don't know, Howard the Duck.
yeah. It's full size
Kung
Godzilla
Fu Panda.
versus regular size Batman, and who wins?
What in it?
That looks like it has like a fucking pumpkin on its head.
Is that
Rose.
Pumpkinhead in samurai
Bi-
form?
Biolante. Goofy. Give me 1 second. That's where it starts.
I know who you mean, but I can't remember. There's so many movies.
Oh wait, I think I've seen that before.
That's where it ends.
Yeah,
Huh.
I know I've seen the movie. But just again, there's so many, and most of them I haven't seen for a very long time.
Yeah, but no, it's
I
just
don't know what the
I've
garbage one
heard
was called.
rumors that this new Monsterverse movie, Godzilla X Kong Supernova, is going to have Space Godzilla. I've heard rumors. I have no confirmation on if it's true or not, but I've heard rumors that it will have Space Godzilla.
And it's
Okay,
interesting.
Hidora was also known as the Smog Monster, is the iconic Toho garbage monster from Godzilla vs. Hidora.
a Toho movie. So you were watching the real old shit, real weird shit.
1971. That's not that old.
Toho is like the original Godzilla shit, dude.
I mean, in
The sentient,
'71.
shape-shifting creature born from pollution and toxic waste.
Bill,
But
Godzilla.
it's so ironic that you're so excited about Space Godzilla because the lore about how Space Godzilla was created, it was either by spores from Mothra or Biolante, taken into space, which which created Space Godzilla. So that's part of the lore.
Yeah, well, I didn't watch all those old movies back then. It just that was before I got into it. But I always thought Space Godzilla looked cool with all his like big giant crystals.
Yeah, it definitely looks cool.
Yeah. All right.
And I still haven't
Godzilla.
seen, like, I watched a lot of them as a kid, but I haven't seen all of them just because there is so fucking many.
I mean, but like I said, I've been really looking up since I watched this video a while back, and I heard about it. I was looking up on it, and I'm like, the damn thing, like I said, it's like a plant. It's like a mix with, like I said, it's this weird DNA. Some of Godzilla's actually, and it's got like these tentacles that each have mouths on it. You know what I'm saying? Carnivorous. It's crazy.
Oh, hell yeah.
What happened?
I was right. Godzilla X Kong Supernova will have Space Godzilla.
Yeah, because
That's
they
what
because
the last
yeah
one
because
was, what, 2 or 3 years ago, so they shouldn't be too far up, I would think.
yeah because they blew their load on with Mecha Godzilla anyway. So yeah, that you know what I'm saying.
Hey,
They
Mecha
had,
Godzilla was cool.
but they
It
blew their
was,
load
but
on it too quickly.
they pulled it out fucking super quick. I kind of expected at least like 3 movies before we got that. But then, with how much these movies cost, you kind of got to do stuff like that because you don't know if you're going to get a third or fourth.
I guess, but
Yeah.
you got to but if you set up the lore, then then people will then you'll get the oldies that'll gravitate to it. Like maybe if they gave him a big, you know what I'm saying, a big challenge, like, you know what I'm saying, like with the Biolante monster. That Biolante monster, you know what I'm saying, could at least set up the lore that they're possibly creating the Space Godzilla. Then you hit them with the mecha. And then we get space. I mean, it could have, like I said, it really could have completed the story.
They pulled out Ghidorah much sooner than I expected too.
I mean, but see that's the thing. It's like it was more display than fighting, but then they wanted to get into fighting, and then they didn't have the right monsters to put, you know what I'm saying, to put the fight in. It was like, I don't know. It was like if they just had if they just had to order things a certain way, at least try to do it more spectacular, but still do it in a pecking order the way the movies went back. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, it wouldn't have been. Mechagodzilla wouldn't have felt like such a waste. Maybe we didn't have to do Scar. Maybe we didn't have to do Scar if we did Biolante instead.
Well,
That's from the one I haven't
are you
seen
talking
yet, right?
about that Redded ape in the
The most
New
recent.
Empire?
Yeah.
I thought he was an original character created for the movie.
I think so.
I still stand on my point. If they worked in more of the lore, because to get to space, because to get to space, God, you know what I'm saying, Godzilla, you have to have Biolante figures into that somehow. So why not have that in there instead of creating something else that wasn't part of the lore? Even, you know, it just.
Well, I mean, this is not like the Monsterverse is not connected. I mean, it's not like connected lore wise to the Toho films. Not really.
It's more like a new adaptation.
It's a new adaptation. So I mean, they could take some liberties and make some changes.
But why would you when there's still so much good that we could have pieced together in the story, and then it makes sense. Now what they at least got to do in the Supernova movie is explain how Godzilla was created, how Space Godzilla was created. Now they got to explain that.
I don't know. I mean,
it's going to be it's going to be like a 2.5 hour movie. So I'm sure if they wanted to, they could.
I don't think it's going to be 2.5 hours. I think at tops it's going to be about 2 hours.
What was the last one? Was that 2 hours? I feel like some of them have been quite long.
And how much of that do you think is going to be given to explanation?
I mean,
the way these things go, probably get a good 40 minutes to an hour. Well, maybe not quite that much, but a decent chunk.
And we didn't have, and you could have gave that to a better movie than the one with Scar King in it with Biolante, and at least show the Easter egg where they're creating of the process where they're creating Space Godzilla and created a whole lore where Mega Godzilla still could have happened, and then we get space. Because Mega Godzilla was created. Mega Godzilla was created for what purpose?
To control the Titans.
And all of a sudden they couldn't control it. So they just, I mean, like I said, so to me, the way I looked at it is what they did with Mega Godzilla was blew their wad on that. He was supposed to control, or at least at the very much be a weapon to control, to be able to oppose Godzilla if he ever.
Let me rephrase. It wasn't to control the Titans. It was to replace Godzilla as the apex predator, the apex Titan. Like they weren't comfortable with having Godzilla be the apex predator, so they wanted to create their own apex predator to like keep the other Titans under their control. And they kind of explained that
top of the food chain.
They kind of explained that to a point in Monarch Legacy of Monsters, where they were doing their whole like testing of like trying to control the Titans, because they wanted to like try to see if they can control an apex or an alpha Titan. And clearly that's not going to work, which will lead into them creating Mechagodzilla, which is also not going to work because they're going to be using the brain of one of the heads of Ghidorah.
Yeah.
Which will not work because they're going to be using the stupid brain. I think his name is like Gary, I think.
Gary. Fucking Gary.
Yeah. That's what the community calls him, is that they call him Gary.
I was hoping that was an official name. It's still great, but if that was the official name, that'd be so fucking good.
Sidebar real quick. I'm sorry, sidebar. I just want to make sure while it's still in my brain right now that I ever ask you guys about this. Because, I mean, hold on. Because we may have, I keep feeling like we did. But did I speak to you guys about Backrooms?
What about Backrooms?
Yeah.
You know about it? Did we speak about it?
Wait, are you talking about that fucking video game that's being adapted into a movie?
That was a video game?
Yeah,
it is, but it's also like an analog horror YouTube thing.
Yeah.
There's a video game where you play.
There's a lot of video games, actually.
Yeah, it's a lot of video games, and you go into like these back rooms. I've never played it myself, but basically you're just in a lot of back rooms, and it's like a fucking horror thing. I mean, I don't know much about it, but apparently they are adapting it into either a show or a movie.
Yeah, I did see that. I feel like, was Blumhouse doing it?
I wouldn't be surprised. Blumhouse adapts everything.
A24.
Oh,
I mean,
that makes even
similar.
more sense. This is right up A24's alley.
And let me ask you, okay, let me one more thing. Speaking while we're on this track of speaking here, have you guys seen or heard about Iron Lung?
I've heard of Iron Lung. I know about the movie. I also know who plays in the movie. It's Markiplier.
Okay, that one. Yeah, I sort of have a very surface knowledge of it, but
it's supposed to be a moderately popular indie game that Markiplier decided to do an independent film based off of the indie game, and the independent film has been well received. I know a lot of people like it.
I don't think it did well financially, though.
Oh, it did.
Oh, it did?
They started wiping him from the actual listing for some reason, so people wouldn't know how much money he was actually making and how well he was doing. They actually wiped him. He was like at number 2 at one point. You know, say before they removed him off.
Because what I saw was like just sort of people being like, he's not making his money back. You know, typical internet shit dicks who can't have fun with anything.
It's bullshit. They wiped them. They wiped them from it. They wiped them off the listing.
Well, from what I heard, Iron Lung was doing well. Like
What is
it was.
just the gist of the story, I guess?
It's some guy
Okay.
in like a submarine, and he's on a planet which is completely overtaken by an ocean of blood, and uh,
Metalocalypse. Blood ocean.
yeah, and apparently the only way he can see what's in this ocean is on like some kind of like view screen in the submarine, and there's like
Okay.
something out in the ocean that's like circling his submarine, and he has to like try to fight it or something. I mean, I never saw the movie, never wanted to, but
Yeah.
I'm
The
intrigued about
whole
the concept.
yeah. See the whole thing is like it's like of course we're now doing the whole corporate raidership of and colonizing of even galaxies and other planets and things like that, and that's what the basis of this was. And something that overtook, I'm not sure if it was a planet or a moon, you know what I'm saying, or something like
it
that.
might have been a moon. It
Yeah,
might have.
but something overtook things
That's no
over there.
moon.
But something overtook things over there, and then and what essentially ended up, like he said, the pool of blood, and like the character that goes down, what they call an iron lung, because it's not like a sub, because he's not operating anything, and it kind of just drops down. It's because of the pressure. It's built to basically handle the immense pressure that would be kind of dropping down as low as they would have to go down to figure things out, and doing this would gain
So it's
him
almost like more like a diving bell than a submarine,
sort of
sort of
sort of, yeah. And
like a high tech diving bell.
high tech is wouldn't you wouldn't call it high. I mean,
More
as high
modern,
tech
I
as it
guess.
can be. Is as high
Yeah,
tech as it can be for what the purpose is for, but
yeah.
yeah, and he gets his freedom if he survives. What I'm saying, what goes on down there and everything like that. Um,
Okay.
and it's kind of like people kind of often kind of pitch everything to Lovecraftian type of situation overall, but yeah, it's a weird claustrophobic you know type of thing overall, and then that whole thing of something is supposedly out there, and because, like I said, there's no way you could do anything about what is out there if it decides to do something. It's a lot of it's a lot of factors to factor in when when you think about something that seems so simple, but there's a lot to it. That's why I'm sorry that's why I always look at Skinamarink as, what I'm saying, as bigger than what people make it, because I mean that's simplicity, but you put kids in that. That to me is like Iron Lung. You know what I'm saying? It's like the human version of Iron Lung.
You're comparing Iron Lung to Skinamarink?
A submersible that just drops you down. You have no weaponry. You have no way to maneuver. You have nothing that you can do. You're just down there experiencing
Back and
whatever
forth.
is down there to experience. Skinamarink, you have these little kids that completely dependent on their parents who are gone. Things start moving. Things start disappearing. You know what I'm saying? Things start disappearing.
Oh, so
That
it's in the same wheelhouse of it being like claustrophobic.
that and the fact of just not having a lot of power and a lot of standing in that situation, just kind of there to experience what's to be experienced about this weird situation, and that's kind of, and when you think about little kids in that situation, it's really just kind of like it brings a lot of tensions and a lot of questions to what kind of thing would terrorize little kids, not even teen kids, but little not even, I mean, I wouldn't even say I'd say the oldest kid of those two were maybe 7, 8 years old.
I mean, I know they were young, but it's just I thought maybe a little bit older than that, probably like maybe like 9, maybe 10.
The oldest one maybe about 8. Though, and I think the girl was older, I think maybe, but I'm not even sure. Not that it matters, but I mean, I think, but the oldest one was maybe about 7, 8 years old.
God damn, those kids were impressive in that movie.
Very. And like I said, and still when you think about just still the fact of doors disappearing, toilets disappearing, windows disappearing, they're trying to call on the phone and it's like it's weirdness going on with even trying to call on the phone. It's like, and you have little kids having to experience that you would know there's very few adults that would hardly be able to know what the next move was in a situation like that. And you know what I'm saying, and to have little kids be experiencing this, it really kind of, it's really almost just like that, just being in a box, like being in that submersible, just being dropped down to experience whatever's down there in that ocean of blood to be experienced. That's kind of where I parallel that, that same sort of thing. Is like, what could they do? They're trying to unpack the fact that their dad's gone. They're still trying to unpack the fact that their dad is gone right now. And things are disappearing in the house, and then more weird stuff is happening, as they go along. So it's just like things are getting stuck on the walls now. And it's like, what, I'm saying? And these like little kids trying to unpack all of this as it keeps happening. It's just, to me, it's terrifying just to think about what, like your own kids being in something like that, and like you could do nothing about it. What if you could do nothing about that? I mean, it's just a lot of tension with something like that. Just like there's a lot of tension with somebody, you're dropping somebody down in an ocean of blood that you don't know what's down there. You don't want to go down there. You're sending somebody else down there with no weaponry, no nothing, just what you don't know. An ocean. We've seen the sizes of things that oceans can hold. So it's like you
Big
never
old
know.
octopuses down there.
Jesus Christ. You know what? It's a good possibility that Mel Gibson is legit Australian. It's a good possibility of that.
I thought so, but I think he's one of yours.
Wait, he's not Australian? I thought he was New Zealand.
He's supposedly a New Yorker, a native New Yorker, really, but a lot of time moving to Australia.
I think he grew up. I think he was like 10 when he left the U.S. Came here for however the fuck long, then went back again.
Okay, so he actually did go to Australia.
He actually did.
Yeah.
And he was there for how long?
Well, it had to be a while, because I think he was 10, thereabouts, 10 or 11, something like that. Came here for a while, and then he had to have been probably his early 20s, I guess, in Mad Max. And then some point after that went back to the U.S.
He's not Australian. No.
But he's a wild man. He earned his stripes. He earned his stripes, man. Those Australians.
Mad Max is one of the biggest things we ever put out.
I think it's the only big thing you ever put out.
A
lot of it was actually filmed.
How many times I gotta tell you? How many times I gotta tell you? Crocodile Dundee, National Treasure, Pump Your Brakes, Kid.
Okay, fine. Crocodile Dundee 2. Okay, 2 big things you ever put out.
Crocodile Hunter, National Treasure, Pump Your Brakes, Kid.
Okay, fine. Steve Irwin 2.
So that's 3. Steve Irwin 2 is 3.
And don't forget the funniest. And don't forget, Australia put out probably one of the funniest pieces of comedy in about 10, 20 years. That is the breakdancing performance in the Olympics by Ray Gun. Thank you.
Okay, all right. And another
Thank God,
thing
I thought you were going to say the Australian Office. I have not heard a good thing about that.
Okay, another thing I got to bring up. You also have brought into the world one of the funniest comedians I'd ever fucking seen. Jim Jeffries.
I thought you were going to say Hannah Gadsby. I was going to slap you through the internet.
I have no idea who that is.
And you shouldn't. No one should. She's terrible. Move on.
No, I like Jim Jeffries. I think he's fucking funny as shit.
Yeah. I've never really seen too much of his comedy. I mostly know him from, he was on Opie and Anthony and stuff like that back in the day, but he's funny enough. He's doing some game show now.
But one joke that I remember from him, that he said he hadn't had sex so long that when he jerked off, it was like it was looking weird You know what I'm saying? It was like, it's got teeth in it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay. Yeah, I just saying, I just never forgot that joke.
One of my favorite comedy bits that Jim Jeffries has ever done is when he told the story when his friend DJ Qualls came out as a gay man. And it's when he was talking about how him and DJ were at Elton John concert, and they were talking about something, and then DJ just like Elton John was like talking talking to the audience and everything, and then everything went silent, and right as the audience said silent, DJ said out loud
I
the
like
F
sucking
word.
dick.
No, he said the F word, the derogatory term for gay people, the British cigarette, and and it just sang out, and everybody was going like, "Who said that?" And Elton John just looked up and go like who said that? It's just like, and Jim Jeffries was going like, I mean, if you're gonna come out, you're gonna come out. You better do it right now, right now. It's like because everybody thought he said it.
DJ Qualls like, oh, don't worry, everybody. I'm for her too. It's fine.
Yeah, but no, he didn't come out at that moment. But like another comedy special later, like Jim Jeffries was like doing stand up one evening, and DJ came on the stage, and Jim is going like, "What are you doing, man?" And then DJ came out and came out in front of everybody, and then he quickly posted it on social media, and everybody was being super congratulatory, and he's going like, "Hey, good for you," patting him on the back, celebrating and everything. And then Jim went on a whole tangent talking about how gay people have it so easy, about like have it so great because coming out must be so much fun, and is saying that hetero people are so boring because we have nothing to come out with. And then he said
I
that
like
he
I like candle wax play.
no,
You
no,
know,
no. Jim said that he
I'm
said,
just
I have a confession to make.
oh.
I am a fan of The Bachelor and The Bachelorette.
See that's lightweight. See, that's lightweight.
Yeah.
Come with the real shit. I
Yeah,
like
yeah, and he went on this whole tangent talking about how some people were saying that they need to make a gay bachelor and bachelorette, and he was like, "No, don't do that." Like, it's like no, talking about how like if you have like a gay bachelor and everything, it's like you have like a gay bachelor here and a bunch of gay men going after the gay bachelor. You put all the gay men in a single house together, and then of course when you go in there to meet the bachelor and everything, and what do you see? They're all fucking each other.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's just completely unusable footage. Like
Yeah,
99% of it.
yeah. and, and, and then and then he was going like he was like get a newspaper and go like bad gay, bad gay. It's like spraying them with a spray bottle, go like it's like
You finish and pull out right now. Right now, mister.
oh man.
Is one of those comedians I've only seen very small amounts of his actual stand-up. I've always wanted to check out more and just never have.
Yeah, Jim Jeffries is pretty great. I think he's funny as hell.
And, let's see, what else have we got? I mean, you wouldn't have Thor without us. I mean, you would, but not the
uh,
beloved Thor that we all know.
well, wait, is Chris Hemsworth Australian? I thought he
Oh
was
yeah,
something else.
no, he's one of us.
Okay, so
One
he
we
is
can actually
Australian.
claim
Okay.
legitimately. Not one of those kind of weird like, is he? Yeah, not really.
Yeah, so he is Australian. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because there's a few like that where we sort of claim them, but it's not really. Or it's
Yeah,
just
like
like you sort of think they are, but then years later you're like, oh no, he's actually from New Zealand. He just lived here his whole life.
Yeah, but no, yeah. So you got Chris Hemsworth. You got a bunch of other like. Apparently, you have a huge number of attractive blonde actresses.
Anna Torv.
I don't really think Anna Torv is all that attractive anymore.
Not so much. Yeah, like I remember when she popped up in The Last of Us, I was like, oh, what happened?
Yeah.
But like
Now
Fringe era,
that could have been
yeah.
because of like the makeup work, but
Yeah, it could be. Like she was definitely meant to be more weathered.
yeah. But I don't know. It's just I don't think she's all that attractive anymore. But and then
Like
of
Fringe
course,
era, it's like, yeah.
oh yeah,
Hey,
and Fringe, she was like, ooh boy, it's like swing.
she's tightly wound, and I hope tight in other places too.
Oh
Oh, hey
yeah,
boy.
but no, and then there's Margot Robbie. Even though I think Margot Robbie is kind of like, she's kind of average.
I don't think go as far as average, but more like sort of not even. I think maybe Girl Next Door. Like not
Margot.
necessarily
Look,
movie stuff. Like
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 my type is Girl Next Door kind of look to him. That's my type.
Hey,
But
hey, hey, hey. And the
what?
12, not really attractive. Margot Robbie, kind of average. You call some fucking lines, kid.
How is that crossing the fucking line? I mean, I don't like blondes. I
Look,
don't.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna go
I
by.
think
I'm gonna go by the fake Australian man posing as a dude, playing a black dude as another dude. I'm gonna go by
Oh my
his
god.
script when
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
talking about this right now.
I know who you're talking about. You're talking about the guy who is currently cast as Doctor Doom in Avengers Doomsday, which I think is one of the stupidest casting I have ever fucking seen.
Haven't you heard the news, kid? Iron Man's dead.
He played Iron Man, and now he's playing Doctor Doom. Do you not see how that can be confusing?
nope.
Not in Hollywood world.
Oh my god. I
Not in. Oh
guarantee you.
fuck! We had to abandon the entire thing we were building up to because this guy was. What I can't even remember what Jonathan Majors did. He
Jonathan
did some stuff
Majors.
that was I think a
Jonathan Majors
misdemeanor,
got
and
in.
we fired him
He ran.
from everything.
He ran. You know what I'm saying? He ran from his girlfriend and gave her shaken baby syndrome, and that's what happened to him.
Yeah. He
But
got in
yet,
trouble with the law because apparently
oh,
a woman
oh,
tried to be too clingy with him, and she claimed that he assaulted her.
like I said, the
Even
video
though
shows
I saw the footage. I
the
saw the
video shows
footage, and he, as far as I know, it's just like it didn't look all that serious.
he
Wasn't
ran
it
from her.
basically more or less completely thrown out? Like it was some like
No,
Yeah,
very
yeah.
minor
It
like
was
misdemeanor
from
like
what I
thing.
understand,
It was
it was
actually
thrown out. He didn't have to do any jail time, as far as I know.
but it was enough to get him booted. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
as Ezra Miller is creating cults and threatening imaginary KKK groups and blowing weed smoke in babies' faces, and he still gets to be the Flash. You know, I mean,
Well, he's not
Jesus
the
Christ.
Flash anymore. He's not. Is he?
I
I
mean,
wouldn't think he
that
was
movie,
like
Wait,
I
wait,
think they still kept him as a Flash after some weird
all
shit
of
was
that
going on.
wait.
But
slamming a random woman down in a mall. I mean, choking her. I mean, yeah, bro. I mean, he's that.
Wait, so let me get this straight. He blew weed smoke in a baby's face.
That was a report from someone
Oh my god.
who supposedly was in his cult house, his cult ranch, compound, whatever you want to call it.
and then what was that thing like? Didn't he get like pulled over like just like hammered driving wearing a dress or something? I feel like there was some kind of weird DUI body cam footage that came out at some point.
Don't like these studios like tell their actors to like don't rock the boat, like don't
Oh,
bring
I'm
bad
sure like
press.
it's probably in the contract, but
He didn't just rock a boat. He put on an eye patch and a pirate's hat and just what I'm saying and
he bagged the ocean on that boat.
went swashbuckling.
Yeah,
It's like that fucking scene from SpongeBob SquarePants with that pirate going like, "Are you ready, kids?" It's like, oh my god.
the legendary Tom Kenny,
Oh, is that who that was?
who voices SpongeBob.
Oh, okay.
It's the same guy.
All right. Man, it's like,
So that's like I said, that was always a weird thing to me, man. How is this guy able to be the menace that he is? But there's a movie with him still immortalized out there. There's a couple of movies out there with him still immortalized out there. You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
I think
As
he's
the
been
Flash.
pretty much excommunicated now, but it took a while.
I would
It
say
definitely
bring
took
back
a while.
Jonathan Majors because, as far as I know, he's in the clear.
Yeah, like I'm fairly sure he did get charged, but it was again like some misdemeanor, like bullshit charge, like pretty much the slightest thing you could get. I think it's not something I really kept track of.
Uh-huh.
What I mostly kept track of was like, okay, so you for like what almost a decade you've been building this storyline, and now it's just abandoned, and you've got to
Well,
fucking scramble and retool
they didn't
everything.
build the Kang storyline for very long. They did.
I mean, it was a while.
I think the first movie that introduced Kang was that sequel to Ant-Man. And
Which that would
that
have been what 2016, 17?
it was Ant-Man Quantumania. So it was sooner than that.
That was his first appearance.
That was his first appearance as Kang, yeah.
And then yeah, they had the whole thing in season 1 of Loki.
Yes, I want to say,
It was a
yeah.
major part in, I think it was season 1.
And then he had an even more prominent role in season 2.
Yeah, because it was like the whole like that was why the TVA even exists.
Yeah, he created the TVA.
Yeah. Yeah, there was this whole thing they were building towards, which had amazing potential, and then just
They completely fucked it up
yeah,
because they got
flush it all
scared
down the
because of
toilet.
his legal trouble.
Legal trouble?
Well, that's the thing. They really jumped the gun on that one.
They did,
It
yeah.
was basically like okay, a couple of news reports that came out that he might have done something, possibly, nothing proven, but let's just flush the whole thing immediately.
And you know what? That's not the first time they did that. Remember that time when they fired James Gunn before they did Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3?
Yeah, which
Uh-oh.
like it was
Are we
that
going
was
to
a
litigate
weird.
that again? Ooh.
I
Are we
know,
going to
like
litigate
again,
that
that's
situation?
we're not going to do a full deep dive. That's something that I get. Well, I didn't actually do a deep dive on, but everything I saw was just okay. He's making edgelord jokes, which he kind of built the early part of his career on. So it's like
Yeah.
I don't know. It just didn't seem that weird or out of character to me. Like, yeah, okay, you'd be like, oh, that's bad taste or pretty awful. But it's like I never saw anything that that struck me as legitimate, I guess, for what they were going for with that.
And well, since we're speaking on him right now, and if I am connecting the right thing, right material, what are we feeling about? Here we go. Let me see. I'm gonna do this. What do we feel about Supergirl?
What about it?
Any? Okay. Any feelings?
I mean, I'm kind of
Uh,
indifferent towards the movie.
yeah, like I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah,
Like
I'm gonna
I
watch it too. I hope it's gonna be better than Superman because I fucking hated Superman.
initially I wasn't sure about the casting, but then when she popped up finally at the end of Superman, I was like, okay, I can see this.
It's
I think
it's almost.
I think like if it's done right, she will be a good Supergirl.
I don't know,
Was it
man. It's
Millie Alcock? Alcock?
what
Uh,
is up with them? What is up with them? What is up with them? It's
up
like
with who?
English
with,
people?
with the casting. It's like what's up with them? They cast, first of all, they cast Porn Sweat, and now they're casting I Take All Cock. You know what I'm saying? Like Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what the hell are they doing right now?
They
You know
have
what I'm saying?
they have to know what they're doing. It's like this name can be turned into a meme.
It's
Cast
like name first. If the performance is great, then that's a plus. But at least we got all cock on the poster.
But I'm telling you, man, it's like if Star-Lord and the couple and the superhero couple from Hancock had a threesome, and this is what they created.
Wait, what superhero couple from Hancock?
Will Smith and Charlize Theron.
They weren't a couple in that movie.
Yet technically they were.
That's what Damian hasn't
They had
seen.
broken up decades prior to the events of the movie.
But technically they were a couple. They were bound together by their otherworldly cosmic shit. Yeah, they had to break away from each other because they weakened each other for some weird reason. But technically
Hey,
they were
I
a couple.
liked Hancock. That was a good movie.
And what I'm saying is, what we have is a product of like she looks like Charlize. She drinks, you know what I'm saying? She drinks and wears stupid shades like, you know what I'm saying, like Hancock. She has a trench coat and a Walkman like Star-Lord. It's like they had a threesome and they created her.
I mean, I don't know. I mean,
Wait, she was wearing a trench coat?
she
Yeah.
was wearing a long coat, not a trench coat.
Oh, come on. I
I was
mean,
gonna say, I feel like
I look at those detectives like tan color coats as like trench coats.
Also, like Dick Tracy.
Yeah, kind of. It may have been leather, but I mean, it kind of looks like that to me.
And have you guys seen the new like look of like Lobo? I think they've shown us like new appearances of Lobo from the Supergirl movie.
oh, so beyond that, like what, like a second or half a second, he was in the
Yeah.
actual trailer, that initial trailer.
Yeah, but I
Yep.
think they've shown us more of what he looks like.
But I hear
Okay.
people are loving it.
I mean, because like there's pretty much no, like, I can't think of another actor that would embody that character, at least visually, as well as him.
No one, huh? No one? You mean to tell me that? I mean, we couldn't take a moment and see no one?
Okay, give me someone.
Okay, The Undertaker.
No,
The Undertaker. What about him?
like the Undertaker now.
No.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Like, you can't be like, yeah, the Undertaker from 1990.
But how long? Well, I mean, okay. I mean, I'm talking about like in the last few years. I mean, come on, Lobo should have been done a long time ago. I mean,
Oh,
we can agree on that.
No, I definitely agree on that. But I'm just saying now, in the acting landscape, who else?
Right now,
Like someone who is like
Roman Reigns.
a close runner-up. I'll
alright.
give you that. But still, yeah.
Drew McIntyre.
All right, so
Where's
she
that
is
name
wearing
from?
a trench coat in the trailer.
Yes.
She was okay.
Yep, she was. Drew McIntyre.
I have to look him up. I know I fucking know who that is, but it's escaping me.
In the acting landscape, I mean, I mean, look, they can. I mean, these guys could do Lobo. I mean, essentially, pro wrestlers are actors. You know what I'm saying? Essentially, some are better than others, but essentially, pro wrestlers are actors.
Yeah. Or
Yes,
they end
but
up becoming politicians. But yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
Governor of Arizona.
Like Jesse Ventura or Kane.
The body,
Not
the
Kane.
mind, and the policy.
Yeah, Kane is a politician now.
Oh yes, I mean, of course, of course.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Mayor
Yeah,
Jacobs.
Actually-
he's the mayor of some town now. I don't remember.
Mayor
what
Jacobs.
it's called.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, yeah, that does sound kind of familiar.
Yeah.
That was ages ago, right? Is he still the mayor?
I think so. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, good for him.
You keep on being mayor until somebody unseats you. You can keep on running for mayor and
Yeah.
doing it until somebody unseats you. I think.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah, but
It's
I
weird
remember
that they have
him
no
when he
term
had
limits
long
on that.
hair and wore that dumbass mask. And they still were doing that whole storyline where he was the brother of Undertaker. It's like, oh my God. I believed. I ate that shit up. And I was like, oh man, they're brothers. They're gonna kick so much ass. And then it all fell apart. And I was like, well,
And as is often the case with the
yeah.
wrestling storylines, they
Oh, and believe it or not, I was a fan of Gold Dust too.
yeah, Goldust, yeah.
Yeah.
I still
I don't know.
think one of the
I
greatest
loved
things they
that
ever did was
flamboyant bastard.
fucking Stone Cold beating the shit out of Vince McMahon with a fucking bedpan. It's so fucking funny. When he smacks him on the head and you get that clang, it's so good.
I'm like I said, I'm telling you, man. Like it's like I was telling somebody else, man. It's pro wrestling was something like I told some like I was talking to somebody else and he was talking about how like people have certain like love for a certain promotion, and it's like I told him, I'm like I never loved the WWE or any or WCW or any promotion. I love pro wrestling, but I really kind of had to take a step back because I couldn't keep overlooking the fact of how unbelievably racist it can be sometimes. You know, so I'm just like, you know, it kind of makes me take a step back sometimes. It's like Hollywood. Like pro wrestling is Hollywood's version of what sports would be like if they controlled it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I see pro wrestling sometimes. It's like the Hollywood version of, and it's like, but see, it's like, but it's also like movies. Like pro wrestling in some ways are like movies. A lot of times people don't want you go through phases. Sometimes you want to see the bad guys, you know what I'm saying, win. Sometimes you want to see the psychos, you know what I'm saying, like overtake everything. But a lot of times people want to see the good guys win and everything like that. And you know, and see people overcome. That's what the storylines are supposed to bring you, and it doesn't bring that anymore. And it still brings back those old feelings of guys not getting pushed. And it's like it's so weird. It's like it's so weird. Like the one I guess comparison that I always bring up to people is Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley. Weirdly enough, their names both, you know what I'm saying, they have the initials BL, you know what I'm saying, in their, you know what I'm saying, in their names actually, but they're both like the same guy. Legit wrestling credentials, you know what I'm saying, Brock Lesnar in college, you know what I'm saying, and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? Both, you know what I'm saying, Bobby Lashley, on the other hand, was in the army. He was wrestling with other, you know what I'm saying, with other damn trained beasts in the army, you know what I'm saying, wrestling competitions, and was taking top honors. Both of the guys fought, you know what I'm saying, in MMA. Both of those guys have shitty mic work and need like a manager type guy, spokesperson to do mic work for them. You know what I'm saying? Both guys were in great fucking physical shape. I mean, it was just like they were both the same fucking guy, and it was like somehow he could be pushed and he could be looked at as a premier star, and Bobby Lashley not so much. And it's just like, eh. And it kind of rounds back to Stone Cold Steve Austin because he's one of the people who spoke on it. And oddly enough, his whole Stone Cold persona came from a black pro wrestler before him, Bad News Brown. His whole entire
I somewhat know the name, but like my knowledge of wrestling, it only goes so deep. It's something I've more sort of gotten interested because I never really had too much access to it at the time when I would have enjoyed it probably the most. But in somewhat more recent years, I've done somewhat of a bit of a dive into it.
The stuff they don't, but
there's
it's like
so much. You got decades and decades of stuff to go through.
The stuff that's out there kind of gets like overshadowed by Stone Cold because it's the same storyline. So it almost, you know what I'm saying? So it almost kind of because of Stone Cold's fame and popularity, it kind of washes out, you know what I'm saying, his actual original storyline that came way before Stone Cold was even in the WWE. But he starts out, he's a legit judo guy, Olympics and everything like that. So he's a legit fighter. He can really go. First off, Bad News Brown, but then, like I said, everything that when we go into the comparisons, bald head, you know what I'm saying, bald head, beard, you know what I'm saying, all black, you know, a fucking wild card. You never know who he's aligned with or who he's beefing with. He always has a suspicious, you know what I'm saying, antagonistic, you know what I'm saying, energy towards, you know what I'm saying, towards the management, the, you know what I'm saying, the authority, you know what I'm saying, in the promotions and everything like that. All of that was pulled from him and given to Stone Cold. When the ringmaster, you know what I'm saying, character was starting to flop. They switched everything over. You know what I'm saying? He shaves his head. He starts to grow the beard, and he starts doing this whole, you know, wild card, you know what I'm saying, Stone Cold, you know what I'm saying, persona and everything like that. You know.
And there's more than a few cases like that. Like, I assume you would have heard of the show Dark Side of the Ring. It's a Vice show.
Yeah, I think I've probably seen something of it. Like I say, I didn't see it on Vice, but I think I've seen something, you know what I'm saying, on somewhere else that basically covered that, I think.
Yeah, it's like a documentary series that goes into a lot of the behind the scenes and like your darker stories from the WWE. And like I remember one in particular was this guy Dink the Clown, who that guy had a whole bunch of issues. I think he was eventually fired or just kind of went AWOL. Then they had a new Dink the Clown, and I think another Dink the Clown after that. Like many such cases where like if something's starting to fail or shit goes wrong, they will just replace or shift things. And you can see
But
it from a
see,
business standpoint, but there's also like, yes, a lot of shady shit.
yeah, with some
A lot of shady shit.
with a character like that, where the actual guy's, you know what I'm saying, image is covered in paint or a mask, yeah, that happens a lot. But but I feel like what starts to
Be
happen,
right back.
Yeah.
but I feel like that situation, it was just like how can I mean, it wasn't even, like I said, it wasn't even, because that was like 20, I would probably say at best 10, you know what I'm saying, 10 to 15 years prior to when, you know what I'm saying, to when Stone Cold would make, you know what I'm saying, would basically change over to being Stone Cold and everything like that. And it was just, you know, it was just they seen potential in him, but they didn't know what to do. And they knew they had this, you know what I'm saying, it was probably, but like I said, they never pushed the guy. You know what I'm saying? They even put
Okay,
like,
so this wasn't like a quick transition. It was something they had sort of just on the back burner almost, and then it's like, okay, maybe this guy could do that thing that we were trying to do that
oh,
failed in the moment.
it didn't fail. That's the thing, that like I said, that pro wrestling like Hollywood would do. It didn't fail. He feuded with Hulk Hogan. He feuded with Macho Man Randy Savage. He feuded with Roddy Piper and Jack Tunney. You know what I'm saying? The management, it worked. That's why they knew it would work, because it worked with him. They just didn't push him the way they pushed the way they pushed Stone Cold. He couldn't become a
Okay.
good guy. He couldn't become a good guy at some point, or anti-hero, and kind of move on with the character and whatnot. It was just, you know, and wrestling was still pretty racist. He had Bad News Brown had Andre the Giant scared to get off the bus because he was ready to get out and fight him, because he thought he could call him the N-word when they were around on the bus together.
All right, guys, I'm back.
So Bad News Brown made the driver stop the bus to get off the bus and challenge Andre the Giant to get off the bus so they could have it out. And Andre the Giant wouldn't get off that bus and apologized to Bad News Brown.
I mean, to be fair though, if I know anything about Andre, he probably had like 40 beers on that bus.
Yeah, but he didn't want to know what it felt like to see his 500-pound ass get, you know what I'm saying, get judo thrown, you know what I'm saying, by a guy half his size. You know.
All right, you guys are talking about Andre the Giant?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he did. I definitely think he didn't want to experience what that was going to feel like.
All right.
But I would just like, you know what I'm saying? So I just feel like it didn't fail as much as they didn't feel like it was on the right person. And you know, when they felt like they had the right person after all this time to really embody that. Yeah, they just went on ahead and just, most people wouldn't remember, most people wouldn't remember, what I'm saying, about Bad News Brown, except for the kids like myself that didn't see many of those guys or seen the Coco Bewares and whatnot, and was finally seeing a guy that was more like, okay, I like this guy. Like, I like what he's doing. When I seen Doom as a tag team, you know what I'm saying? Like two black guys not being not in colorful anything, just even in mask at one point, but then they didn't have them, and they had jury girls. You know what I'm saying? They were and they were mean mugging, you know what I'm saying, well built black guys that were intimidating. They could oppose, you know what I'm saying? They really could oppose a real challenge to the Steiner brothers. You know what I'm saying? That was just like awesome shit right there. And I just felt like, I mean, it's like I said, pro wrestling, it had moments, but it was just like, I would probably say that Ted Turner in WCW was less racist, was maybe not even racist at all, but less, you know what I'm saying? But definitely way less racist than Vince McMahon. He definitely gave black, black pro wrestlers a chance to shine more on WCW. I don't think people talk enough about that, honestly. But I didn't mean to rant so much.
All right, so where were we with? I don't even know.
Well, another question, real quick.
Yeah.
The trilobites, as I will respect my co-host and call them. So is this their final form?
I think the trilobites are either a larval form of Titan X or they're just a parasite that like lives on Titan X, like a parasitical symbiotic relationship.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, I think I said it before. Like, I feel like maybe if Titan X were to fall and be gone, maybe one of them, maybe there is something there where one of them would evolve or grow up to become the new one, and then the other ones would all still be in that same performing the same function.
Yeah.
But as far as I can tell, yeah, they're not going to change until Titan X is out of the picture.
Yeah.
If at all.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just, I mean, we haven't really seen any type of like Titan procreation outside of the Mutos from Godzilla 2014. And it's just beyond that, it's just, I mean, for all we know, the Titans could, like, if one were to die, that could just be the end of their species.
That's just it, yeah. Because it's not exactly like they're a typical animal.
Yeah.
They're all unique and a force of their own through whatever creation methods that spawn these things.
Well, like I said, it's just in Godzilla 2014, we had the Mutos. There was a male and a female, and they were able to procreate, and the female was able to give birth to like hundreds of eggs. And it's just that was the only time we ever saw Titans procreating and spreading their species. The other Titans just, I mean, we've only ever seen one version of them, whether it be a male or a female. We've never seen both male and female at the same time.
And then you got, whether you consider it canon or not, which nobody does, but Godzilla 98, where it reproduces, what do you call it, asexually.
Yeah,
just lays a whole bunch of eggs in Madison Square Garden.
Yep. that was, and which also, I'm probably a hot take here. I didn't hate that movie.
I don't. Thank you. I don't either. We must be the only ones.
I hate the structure. I hate the structure of Godzilla in that movie.
My only
What do you mean?
criticism is that they basically made Godzilla from Godzilla 1998 a highly mutated, highly irradiated, oversized iguana. That's it.
Yeah, more like yeah, pretty much, and not enough of it either. Like I remember the last time I watched it, I feel like the screen time for Godzilla was maybe 15% of the movie, perhaps 20. Like it wasn't that much.
I mean, I get what they were trying to do. They wanted to preserve the mystery of the creature. But I mean, people don't give a shit about the mystery of Godzilla. We want to see giant monster destroy the city.
Now, see, and it's so funny that I started with that statement. That is so
But yeah,
funny.
it's one of those things. Like I guess there's nostalgia. I would have been 7 when that movie came out, so there's that.
I
But
was
I have
probably
watched it.
slightly older.
But I have watched it at least a few times as an adult. What was it? Was it horny adult? What was the fucking thing we were calling ourselves? What was it? Horny adults? I forget. Anyway, as an adult person, and I still enjoy it. Like I can see the flaws, but I still enjoy it. I'm not just watching it like, this is. Ugh.
No, actually, in that movie, it was the first time I realized that all of the cool that was in Matthew Broderick before he fucking did
Started
Ferris
running
Bueller's
over
Day
people
Off.
with his car.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. He did do that. He did run over somebody with his car.
Wasn't it like twice?
Wait, he did it twice?
No.
No,
I
it
don't know
wasn't. It was
what's
just
right.
the once.
I don't know
Okay.
what's right.
So I feel like the second time you're like, all right, you gotta go to prison now. You can't keep doing this.
All right, I just find it funny that he ran somebody over with his car and he didn't see any jail time.
Just like nothing happened.
Yeah. A fine. A fine.
He paid a fine?
Caitlyn Jenner too. Same thing.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
Jennifer Grey was there. Jennifer Grey was there.
I have no idea who that is.
His sister in Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Okay.
Oh, right. Okay. I need to go back and watch that movie.
Yeah, it's been quite a while since I watched that one.
Yeah. Yeah, it was quite a time. It was quite a time. But I just think that maybe it was that. Maybe it was actually that actual moment itself that took the cool out of Matthew Broderick at that time. Maybe, but
I didn't realize he ever really had cool.
He was in. He was. Wait a minute. He was in. He was
in Cable Guy. He was not the cool guy.
Because that was
he was a normal guy, but he wasn't cool.
That's when the cool was. That's after the cool was gone.
Cable Guy because of Jim Carrey, not Matthew Broderick.
But that's after the cool was gone, though. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
okay, because Ferris Bueller, I guess, yeah. Like, I never viewed him as cool in that movie, but I could see it.
No, look. Let me explain. War Games. He was also in War Games before. You know what I'm saying? Before Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and that's
one I've never seen. It's always been on the sort of mental list, but I've never seen it.
I think the movie that always stuck with me when it came to Matthew Broderick was the movie Glory.
Glory was fucking good.
Yeah, it was.
But I saw that for something in school. Like, I can't remember what the class was, but we watched that. I was like,
yeah, I saw it in school too. Yeah, I
don't think
was in history class, and they were like, "Okay, so we're watching a movie today," and I'm like, "Ooh, okay, movie time." And they popped in Glory, and I'm like, "Are we sure we're allowed to watch this?" It's like,
so.
And
It was him. Was Denzel in that movie?
yes, Denzel Washington
It was
was in the
Denzel.
movie.
I feel like there was some other cool people as well, but those are the two that I mainly remember.
Yeah.
but I would probably say for me, where the cool was really at was War Games, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Project X, Lady Hawk,
Lady
and even
Hawk, I feel like I've seen. What was that about?
that was more of a. It was sort of like a sort of night type movie. Um, it was like it also had Rutger Hauer in it, Michelle Pfeiffer.
I feel like either I've seen it or maybe I saw like some of it on TV.
But yeah, but that's where the cool was, and I mean, and even up to the freshman where he was in the movie with Marlon Brando and everything like that. There was he it was there, but then after that, he started to get to this point where it was like the cool was just drained. He did not have any of that Ferris Bueller cool. I can't believe you didn't think Ferris Bueller was cool, man. I mean, come the fuck on, the man hacked
I mean,
the
like
man.
it, like he was, but it was never just like compared to certain other things. He was still, to me, felt more nerdy.
I mean, yeah. I mean, he did hack the computer, the school's computer system that basically reduces. To reduce his days of missed school. But I mean, that was still fucking cool though, man. He fucking hacked it though.
Yeah, like it's cool on a like on a technical level.
Of course, man. But we're not. But if we're all, I'm being honest. You know what I'm saying. I definitely have. I definitely have the nerd gene in me too, man. I mean,
Oh,
it's
of course, I do too. But like, I was never cool. I'm still not cool. I'll never be cool. I'm always chilly, and chilly ain't never gonna be cool.
oh no, see, yeah, being around here, man, you gotta fucking adapt. I'm somebody who's very adaptable, but I still love my fucking comics. I still love my fucking, what I'm saying, animation shit. Like when I found Cartoon Network and Toonami, first of all, Toonami was the first thing, and then Adult Swim. When I found those things, what I'm saying, I was like, I never fucking looked back after that. I
Why would
always
you?
knew.
There's no reason.
Yeah, I always knew after that, man. I mean, I'm just gonna watch some weird shit on Adult Swim and just be like the adult kid. When I'm saying when I can, but I really got to get back to watching more Adult Swim shit though. I really do.
I think honestly, some of the happiest times in my life have been when I used to smoke weed and watch Adult Swim shows. Just get sucked right into that world and fucking just, oh, it was glorious.
They just need somebody else. I don't know what it's gonna take to run that damn network the right way, but like I
Yeah,
fucking so like
they've,
I so
they've
like Three
been
Busy
weird
Debras.
for a long time now.
If like I said, if you guys have not seen it, please, I would
What was it?
love, like I said,
Three
three
Lucky
busy
Debras?
three busy
Busy.
Debras.
I don't
Three
know why I
busy
said lucky.
Debras. So
Okay.
fucking, so fucking funny. So fucking just weird balls, bro. I mean, it's just like, oh my God. That shit is so fucking wild and out there, man. I can't even tell you.
I'm still sad that Venture Brothers ended with just a movie.
Man, we see.
That was one of the best shows they've ever had, and while the final movie was great, it definitely needed at least a season or two to fully do that story justice.
Okay, yeah, you want to complain about that, but how about Metalocalypse? How about how that got
Oh,
done?
don't
Oh,
even get me started on that.
oh my God, I'm still fucking salty about how we never got a proper ending for Metalocalypse.
Well, we did. We got like there was a final movie, but
What?
again, yeah, it came out 2 years ago, around a similar time to when the Venture Brothers movie came out.
Really?
Yeah, there was like a final sort of quote unquote ending. And it was solid enough, but it's just like, oh man, the way they fuck with that show really pisses me off. One of the
Yeah.
best things they ever had, and they just fumbled it like a motherfucker.
Yeah, it's just, I will always have fond memories of Dr. Roxo, the rock and roll clown. He does cocaine.
Cocaine! Can't do the high pitch thing right now, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby!
Oh boy. So many things that I felt like could have been. Okay, let me ask you guys a question. Fun question, because I love just talking all topics with you guys. What did you guys think about Black Jesus?
I only saw some of it, like the first season. I enjoyed it. I was alarmed at how Charlie Murphy looked, and then we find out later why that was the case, sadly. Rest in peace. But I enjoyed what I saw.
Wait, what is it?
Black
Black
Jesus?
Jesus. It was
I've
one of
never
their
heard.
few like live action shows.
I've never heard of it.
Oh my God, bro. Gotta see it, man. There is some funny shit to that. There are
Yeah,
some
Because
funny bits with
like
that.
it's been a long time, but if I recall right, he was meant to be like literally the
Yes,
legitimate Black Jesus, right? Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yes. He had powers.
yeah,
He was really
yeah.
Jesus. Yeah, he had powers.
And he had Charlie Murphy and from the Boondocks. He was George Freeman in the Boondocks, who was also sadly passed away. God damn it, what was his name?
Who muted me?
No one.
All right, somebody muted me.
I don't have that.
What?
I don't have that kind of control.
Yeah. I didn't mute me.
I hands free. I touched nothing. Did you mute yourself accidentally?
I don't know. I mean, I did not. I didn't hit anything. I'm not even sitting at my desk.
You eating hot dogs again?
No.
Oh.
I have hot dogs, but I'm all out of hot dog buns.
Here to kick ass and eat hot dogs. I'm all out of buns.
Yep, something like that. You know what? Fun little factoid. I have never seen the movie They Live.
Really?
Yep, never seen it. I've seen clips of it, but I've never seen it all the way through.
So like enough to sort of get what all the memes and stuff are about, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've also seen the end of the movie. I've seen like clips of the end. And I also saw the alleyway fight scene where the main character tries to get his friend to put on the sunglasses. I've seen that part.
That
I've
was the
also
fight
seen,
with Keith David, right?
yeah, Keith David. I've
Yeah.
seen the part in the bank where he says that he's there to kick ass and chew bubblegum and he's all out of bubblegum. I've seen that part too. So,
What you mean you haven't seen the movie They Live or something?
yep, I've never seen the movie They Live all the way through.
It's funny, there's certain quotes, because I played Duke Nukem 3D as quite a young child.
Yeah,
And
wasn't They
there was,
Live like an inspiration for Duke Nukem?
well,
No.
yeah,
What?
that's what I was about to say. Like, there's certain quotes in that game that I thought were just made for that game, and then you watch They Live or Evil Dead and certain other things, and it's like, oh, okay, they were just making, it was a love letter to those,
No,
all those
it's like
catchphrases.
just like iconic quotes. It becomes this thing. You know. It just becomes this
And it's
thing
like,
that people like. Go ahead.
well, yeah, I was gonna say, like, you're trying to create, like, the coolest fucking, guy in a video game. You got these things to pull from. You use them.
But who knew? The most awesome thing that you can say in an action horror type thing is groovy.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, that was another Duke Nukem quote, which didn't realize until years later when I got into Evil Dead. I was like, oh shit, that's where that comes from.
yeah, and didn't Bruce Campbell like recently announce that he has been diagnosed with cancer?
Yeah, treatable but uncurable. But I got faith that he's going to be with us a while. He's not going anywhere.
Yeah. I have hope. He's if
And
anyone can beat it, it's gonna be good old Ash Williams.
he's got a new movie coming out called, I'm blanking on the name, but it looks fun. It's a movie he wrote and directed. Um, I feel bad that I can't remember the name. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. I need this information. Yes, Amber.
Yeah,
New.
man.
And he's also in this season of Invincible, I assume, because he was Satan at the very end of the last season. So
Oh yeah, in the newest episode of Invincible, Satan makes an appearance.
Ernie and Emma. It's his new movie coming out this year. Wrote, directed, and stars in alongside his actual wife. Interesting.
Huh.
But yeah, if you want to check out the trailer for that, it looks fun.
All right.
It's a guy, going around spreading his recently deceased wife's ashes, and shenanigans happen.
Shenanigans. All right. We know.
Yeah, very, very Bruce Campbell shenanigans.
We know a lot about shenanigans anyway. Let me see. We're only 5. How many more episodes do we have on Monarch?
I think 5. Let me
5
just double
more.
check, but I think we've got 5 more. Season 2.
So do we have to settle on the fact that the corporation once again is the main villain that will have to be
I don't
confronted by
I
someone?
don't think so, because at the end of towards the end of the last episode, you've got that New Zealand guy who works for Apex, who is clearly doing his own thing, because he's got this some kind of box that I'm guessing is stealing information that he's got sitting on something. He takes that, takes a couple other things, then fucks off in a some kind of I forget what the vehicle's called, one of those military kind of things. While everything's going on, he's just peeling off and going away. So it's like, who's he working for? Or, yeah, like, what's the deal with that? What's the deal?
I think he's still working for Apex, but I think he is working for Walter Simmons directly. I don't
Okay,
think
so there's,
I don't
yeah,
think he's working for that woman that was in charge of that project at that area that was trying to control Type X.
was
I
it
think he's
Brenda?
working.
Brenda?
I think he's working for the CEO of Apex Cybernetics directly, and the
Hmm,
project that he's working on is going to lead into Mechagodzilla.
okay, interesting. But yeah, we definitely have 5 episodes left.
And so
Yeah,
we're gonna have to explore Mechagodzilla in this TV series.
I think it's going to lead into the beginnings of them building it.
It was sort of, yeah, plant the seeds.
Yeah,
Okay.
plant the seeds.
But like I said, I mean the show I'm kind of liking the I'm kind of liking the complicated direction they're trying to go in with Titan X, not making it a straight out, just out and out threat. I do like that. I and this whole connection, this whole build up to the movies. Like I said, I can't help but to feel like if they were going to go with Space Godzilla, I just feel like, I mean, people, because how do you feel about? Because I keep trying to get these titles right, but how do you feel about the movie with Scar King in it? How do you feel about it overall?
I haven't seen it yet.
Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire. That's the name of the
Yeah,
movie. I thought it was probably the weakest of the movies.
which I have heard a few times from multiple sources. I'll be back in a second.
All
Yeah.
right,
I
but
thought
just
it was the weakest of the movies. I didn't think the story was overall that interesting. Uh, I thought the Scar King villain was kind of dumb. I didn't really like it all that much. I thought it was kind of lazy. That it was just another ape like Titan villain. So it wasn't really all that creative.
Now, see, now, think about this. Now, think about what I just showed you guys from this Biolante taking on Godzilla, showing replacing Scar King, showing at some point the process so these spores going into space and starting the process that will eventually create Space Godzilla, and giving the whole Mecha Godzilla story enough time to be a little bit more formidable. I mean, not to say he wasn't completely formidable, but you know, I mean, it wouldn't have been such a waste if they, you know what I'm saying, if they felt like, okay, we're building a story, so maybe not having, you know, maybe not having Mechagodzilla be the force that it actually was, toning it down a little bit and giving more space for Space Godzilla to, what I'm saying, to make, what I'm saying, to basically become a bigger threat.
Uh,
Okay. But I think you waste it. I think you waste it when you have the Scar King story invented, not having Biolante take him on with all the creativity that monster brings. We're talking about a thing that, first of all, looks like a giant rose at first, but with these damn arms and with these tentacles and whatnot that have actual mouths on them, trying to, trying to eat you, trying to eat you right along with the thing itself, and then it takes another form, and then this thing is possibly pivotal in creating and what creates Space Godzilla eventually. Like it's like it would have been a crazier story, part of the lore, and it would have been a great setup to where you could waste Mechagodzilla to make way for Space Godzilla. But wasting Mechagodzilla with a Timu King Kong, it just didn't work.
I mean, I don't know much about this like Titan or this kaiju that would have led into Space Godzilla. So I can't really speak towards it that much, but I mean, I can only speak to what I have seen in the Monsterverse, and I would say that if they had taken a different direction with what was it called again? The Violante, I think is what you said.
Yeah.
Biolante.
Violante, yeah, Violante. If they had done that in the new Empire, I think it might have been slightly better. But the whole Scar King storyline in the new Empire was not the only problem the story had. They were doing this whole like storyline with that Iwi girl from Skull Island that was introduced in Godzilla versus Kong.
Skewy.
Uh, her people were called the Iwi, and
Oh, I'm, so- I'm, so- I'm
Which
sorry.
she
I'm
hasn't
sorry.
she hasn't appeared again since then, right? Or
no,
until then.
no, the last movie that she was in was the new Empire, and she is not going to be in Supernova.
Oh no,
And
sorry. I was asking, like, she hasn't appeared since Skull Island before New Empire.
no, she wasn't in Skull Island. She's only been in 2 movies. She was in Godzilla vs Kong, which was the first movie that introduced her,
Oh, okay. Yep.
and
Never mind.
then
Fuck
she
me.
was in Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire, and that was
Yeah.
it. So she's only been in 2 movies. And she will not be returning in Godzilla X Kong Supernova. From what I understand, in Godzilla X Kong Supernova, only one character from the new Empire is going to be returning, and that is that Titan, like veterinarian character. that's played by that shit. I can't remember his name. Here, I'll look it up right now. You guys know the actor's name, but I can't remember his name.
And why are you
Yeah.
guys looking that up?
Something
Look,
Stevens or something.
and while you're looking it up, take a closer look at
Uh,
that Biolante monster. Tell me what you think, though. 'Cause I know me pushing my phone up against the camera
no,
wasn't gonna do much,
Okay,
but
hold on. Biolante, is that?
Biolante.
Dan
Two L's. Okay.
Stevens. The
Say what?
actor's name is Dan Stevens.
Dan
Yeah, I definitely
Stevens.
know that name.
Yeah, he played the character Trapper in the new Empire. He is going to be the only character returning in Supernova. Everybody else is going to be brand new.
Stevens.
And apparently he's going to be in the Among Us TV show. Okay.
And by the way, while he's looking it up, man, I mean, and speaking about different people, I never realized how much Jack Nicholson's son looked like him, man. It's crazy.
I'll
And
Uh,
be
fucking
honest, I actually didn't know he had a son. Like, it stands to reason that he would, but what's his name?
oh my God, what was his name? I think it's also with a J. I might be wrong though, but but I'm pretty sure when you look it up, you'll see them. I mean, they both got the same smile. It's crazy. And fucking Joe Hill, I didn't realize how much he looked like Stephen King. It is insane.
oh
Oh,
man.
okay, yeah, I have seen. He's Ray Nicholson. Yeah, I have seen that. Like the side by side of Jack in The Shining and his son doing that fucking creepy smile.
Okay, so yeah, and apparently Sam Neill is also going to be in Godzilla X Kong Supernova, but it doesn't say
Okay,
who he's playing.
Who
another
by the
one
way,
for many years thought was Australian, New Zealand.
and
What,
by the
Sam
way, I
Neill
mean,
is a New Zealander?
Yep.
he's made a lot of weird pivotal movies in his time, though. I mean, I in
Oh
the
yeah.
mouth of, in the mouth of madness for one.
It beat me to. I was about to say yeah. In the Method Madness.
But I mean,
No, he's not New Zealand. He's Irish.
He's Irish. I thought he was from New Zealand.
No, it's saying that he's from Ireland.
Yeah.
No. According to Wikipedia, he is a New Zealand actor.
Haha! Don't try to get me with your fake facts.
yeah, and Event Horizon. How about that one, huh?
Event Horizon, which sadly, I every now and then I'll see the thing pop up. Be like, there's this wild director's cut that all the footage was fucking lost and we'll never see it. Apparently, it's meant to
Wow.
be way more intense, but it was like cut way down. Which it's already a fucking insane movie, but I want to know what that full like version would be like.
I mean, do
Yeah.
you
I
want
remember
to
seeing
know
that
what
on
he
TV as a
sees?
kid. What's that?
Do you want to know what he sees?
Who?
No, it's a quote from the movie. It's like there's a
Oh,
scene where he's like all torn up and he says, "Do you see?" Yeah.
yes.
And he
Because man,
also
I saw that movie late night on TV as I don't know, maybe 9, 8, 9, 10, whatever the fuck I was. And it traumatized me. I loved it, but I was like, this is whoa, oh boy,
It's
what
it's
is
like it's like Hellraiser but for sci-fi fans.
Hellraiser in space? Kinda, yeah,
Yeah.
sort of. It's
and then
fucking it's
And he's sitting in the captain's chair with his eyes all messed up and he's like, "We don't need eyes where we're going."
but see, that's the thing that people realize that you realize eventually that Hellraiser is the dark side of science fiction. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? As you come to realize with the lore, you know what I'm saying, as time goes on. But also what I got my first view of Sam Neill as the adult Damian Thorne in the in that trilogy of you know
The
what I'm saying of
Omen.
Omen movie.
The
Absolutely.
Omen. Yeah. I saw those movies like a while ago. I even saw the remake, and the remake fucking sucked. Oh my god, I did not
I've
The,
like
heard
that.
the
mixed things about that. It seems like people either like it or they're just like, this is terrible.
It is almost a direct shot for shot of the original. Only the original did it better.
I mean, it's the kid, but it's the kid. They tried to make the kid more Adam's Family in the remake, where the other kid was like this kid with these blue eyes, with these striking blue eyes, and he had this smile about him that was just like you would just like you always wonder if he's up to something. It's like
Who,
it's like
me?
he's like a regular kid. Oh, Lord, not you.
I don't even know if you can see my blue eyes in this fucking shitty camera.
It's not about your blue eyes, but like I said, we always know you're up to something, I guess. But anyway, but
Oh,
basically,
that Damian, he must be up to something.
but with the
Yeah, boy.
but we're not talking about baby Huey here. We're talking about baby Dame. We're talking about baby Damian Thorne. You know,
With an E and another
but
E at the end of Thorn. Oh, unprecedented.
but I wrote an article. I actually wrote an article on The Omen where I told people in the second movie is fucking hilarious, like hilariously crazy. Do you know? Do you know what their corporate field was doing? Their corporate like sector of like Thorn Industries and everything, because you know they were
No, I've never
ambassadors
seen any beyond the original movie.
in the second movie. They were like a chemical company essentially, right? They were like a
Thorn
chemical company.
Industries, like, doesn't this sound like something like that's what created the Joker or something, you know?
No, I don't know about that. I just know that they seem representative of like a family, like one of these families with like far-reaching, like even without Damian being a factor in this. Like,
For
see,
me?
Damian's role is more problematic of because of the power that this family that he's worked his way into holds. Like
Hmm.
with ambassadors all over the world and politicians and corporate interests and everything like that. And they were like they ran this chemical company, right? And they were having conversations about at one point. You
Blue
ready for
Chew?
this? You ready for this? Huh?
What?
Um, essentially, they were having conversations about creating GMOs.
Which, are GMOs bad? I don't know. It seems like they're
It's
not,
it,
but people
it's
just are like
it's
they are, but they're not.
it's like, how can I put it to you like this? I'll give you two examples. Okay, it's like when you say it's something bad, it's like, okay, a knife in one person's hand cuts vegetables and things like this, and they're cooking, and a knife in somebody else's hand, they want to stab someone. It's about whose hand it's in. Number
Okay, so
one,
it can be abused. Because it's
yes,
one of those things I was
and
confused about for years, but from everything I've read, it seems like mostly, nah, it's fine. People are
uh,
just spazzing about it.
let me put it to you like this.
Because isn't
Uh,
is it
no,
corn that's like red or green normally?
no, I'm about to explain to you real simply. Head of lettuce, head of lettuce,
Yes.
and orange, same DNA on the GMOs. They're the same.
I mean, don't we share DNA with like bananas or some crazy shit like that?
That's not what I mean. If that's true, no one did that. What I'm trying to tell you is, like, a head of lettuce is made up of different things that makes it lettuce, that makes it a vegetable, other than the orange that makes it a fruit. But under GMOs, they're the same thing. They create their own. They have their own man-made seeds. They create their own wheat. They none of it's organic. They all of it is manufactured. That's why they have to spray such strong pesticides on it, because yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's that's not how it works. A head of lettuce has a different makeup than an orange normally, organically. But on the
I would hope so.
GMOs, they're no different. They're no different. So the actual natural properties that you may get from eating organic lettuce or an organic orange may not actually be there.
So, in the way that lettuce is basically solid water, oranges could also be basically solid water. Because the lettuce is useless. You get nothing from lettuce.
I'm just saying
It
the
buffs
point that
things out, but you might as well just have a cup of water. It's good for, like, oh, okay, it seems like this has more to it than it does, but it's really nothing to lettuce.
maybe I used the wrong, okay, cabbage. Anything that you feel like is more health properly. You know what I'm saying? Any vegetable, there's no vegetable that's any different from an orange or an apple or a grape. They're no different. Under GMOs, none of it's different. Fruits are you can might as well just throw away, the titles of fruits and vegetables and just say GMO foods, because they're all the same. They're all deriving from the same makeup.
So what you're saying is I should just continue eating meat and potatoes and ignore everything else.
That's your choice. I was I would say hit a Whole Foods, get organic fruit and vegetables, and keep it holy. You know what I'm saying? That's what
That's
I would
just
say.
expensive.
I get it. I didn't say, look. I didn't say it was cheap. That's government's doing. Government makes farmers. It costs farmers more to be organic than it does to work with the big farms. You know what I'm saying? The corporate farms and shit like that, and do it their way. So yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I still say, definitely work some vegetables in there, but just not GMO vegetables. And there are ways to know. There are different little tags and codes on things. Even if you don't go to Whole Foods, there's different tags and codes that you can see that'll let you know whether something is organic or whether something is, you know what I'm saying, or GMO or something in the middle.
And even that, I still don't know if I can trust it or not. I feel like organic is one of those things they probably just slap on shit to just be like, yeah, we can charge an extra $3 for this. It's not actually organic, but we're going to say it is.
Yeah, and that's always that's what I like to call the outbreak, the outbreak
Like, I feel,
perspective.
I pretty much feel like unless you're actually growing your own shit, there's really no way to know for sure.
Now that is logical, but supposedly, now I understand there's not a whole lot of trust in the government, but supposedly there are real farmers out there, and there are real farmers out there
Oh yeah,
that
sure.
that have to that do things the right way and do things organically,
Mm.
and it costs them a lot to be able to say that they do that. The government does that to them because they don't want to give over to the big farm. You know what I'm saying? The big farm plan.
Yeah.
It would be much easier for them to give into the big farm plan and only to fake it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I think that there are some actual organic foods out there, meaning free range chicken, meaning not sitting in these cages just giving off just in deplorable conditions, but free range. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Chickens, the simple shit, not something that's like over exaggerated and impossible to do, but just the simple shit. But you know what I'm saying? But the government makes it cost more because they're not giving into the system. So free range chicken, you know what I'm saying, grass fed cows that are treated humanely and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Those
And I
simple
will
things.
say, yeah, stuff like that, I definitely do notice the difference.
Yes, and that's the point that I'm making. Like, and it's harder for those real farmers to, you know what I'm saying, to basically be who they are, like they always were, and doing it organic. Now they have to say they're organic At one point, you didn't have to say it because all the farmers was doing it the same way.
Yeah, but now
You
it's like,
know,
oh no, you're gonna. It costs you more to do things
the
just
right way.
the natural way. Yeah,
Yeah, and so that's what those guys are going through right now. So I definitely, that's why I go more to there's a farmers market that I go to that I like to go to more than any place because they actually have an organic section in there. So with a lot of different things, what I'm saying, that are derived from more organic products, more organic crops, and things like that. What I'm saying? So, you got to try to do that if you can.
yeah. Like like the eggs, I generally consume. My mother goes to a place where it's actually like a chicken farm that sells their eggs directly to people, and you'd notice the difference between that and store bought eggs. Like
yeah,
there's just everything about them is so much nicer. It's probably not even that much more expensive. Like, but I guess that's probably because they're not going through any kind of like they're selling it directly from farm to the people kind of thing.
yeah,
They're not going
yeah.
through any overheads or anything like that.
Of course, you got it
And
because I mean,
I could not tell you the last time I actually bought eggs from a supermarket. There's just no reason.
hmm, interesting, interesting. See, I don't know. I don't know. I kind of, I don't know about you guys, but I kind of like this order. Or how do you guys like the order of things? Like this time different than what we usually do. We would do the small talk and social talk, so overall, and then we get into the actual content. And this time we kind of got into the content like almost immediately, and now we're kind
Uh-huh.
of doing a little bit of small talk in the middle, but we still have, I guess, a little light dusting of the Dust Bunny to get into. I would just
Which
if
I
like I
feel like
said,
we're probably not going to get into that very much.
but I would say
I
for
think that
those
we have to
people,
save that one.
I would say for those people out there, if you don't want to see it, if you maybe want to, you're not completely convinced and you want us to convince you, I would say if you haven't seen Spirited Away, um, I would highly recommend it. I wouldn't say what's wrong with you, but I would highly recommend you seeing Spirited Away because it really, in my opinion, reflects that alternate world that Spirited Away kind of, what I'm saying, kind of gives you in a way, like to kind of give you a little bit of context of the story. It's an animated movie where this family, they're making this big move, and I think the older girl, because I think they're two kids. I think the older girl is resistant to the move, and she's feeling a certain way about it. And I think it's a moment where like they venture someplace that's really weird. It seems like ruins or something like that, where they're making this move, and like something odd happens where her brother is taken, and she has to kind of go on this otherworldly adventure in order to claim him back and everything like that. And it's
Using
just
a very specific set of skills.
well, she would need them. It seemed like she definitely developed something. I mean, she's definitely not a Mary Sue. She definitely didn't come in with skills, but she's a survivor. She's an adapter. She figured out how to adapt, to this other world, to this other dimension, and that's saying through her struggles, and that's the thing that even in an animated movie you can feel that, just like in Mulan, through her struggles, she figured, she figures her way through this confusing world, even as a kid, and even when her own world, even when her own real world seemed unclear, she found the strength to figure her way through this otherworldly place. Like, not to ruin too much, but there are in this movie there are paper birds that give you paper cuts. Like if that doesn't give you the type of world that she kind of embarks into, that's give you a little, that gives you a little bit, just a little microcosm of the world that she's embarking into in Spirited Away. It is a fantastic movie, and I highly recommend it. I think it gives you
It's another one. Like it's been on my mental list for many years. Like that'd have to be close to a 20-year-old movie now, right? Maybe not
something like
quite.
that. I
But yeah,
can.
it's one I remember seeing like acclaim for, probably a trailer at some point. Like it's been in there, and it's just one I never think to
25.
25. Okay, well maybe I'll actually put it on a list instead of it just rattling around in my fucking
I was like 20
water
years.
water
I
head.
was like 20 years old, man. I was like 20 years old when that movie came out.
Spirited
And by the way,
Away.
while he's looking that up, folks, I would say that Dust Bunny is a little bit of that in the wonderment and the characters and the things that they got going on in that movie, the wonderment of that and the grittiness and the weird sort of pairing of this very, I say, very intelligent, very capable little girl. And
Oh, she was fantastic. The
yeah,
actress who played that little girl, she was fucking incredible.
okay. I wanted to know that I was not alone on that. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't alone on that. She definitely grabbed me from the very first moment. You know what I'm saying? Everything like that. So I
And
was
then as the
definitely.
movie went on, only more and more, it's just like she is the best.
And then we have oh my god, Mads Mikkelsen
Yes.
playing the if you haven't seen this movie, I don't. Now I do have to say, if you haven't seen this movie, I do have to ask, what is wrong with you? Now, Spirited Away, I'll shoot you some bail on, but if you have not seen The Professional or Leon the Professional, however you know, so some people look at it one way or the other, but if you have not seen that movie, I do have to ask, what's wrong with you? But
Don't be calling out Charles. We've been through this already. Come on, man. That's just rude.
I mean, this is not just for him;
I
it's for
will
anyone.
watch Leon the Professional at some point if I can find it on streaming.
But yeah, but for those who haven't, I will give you just something. A little girl suffers a life-changing tragedy in her life. Now, when you get into this movie, you might say, well, these people weren't that great. But I mean, okay, I get it, but still, I mean, trust me, and trust me, there is a tragedy that actually does a legit tragedy for her and for you that will happen in this movie. That kind of sets this off. That kind of sets this whole bond between, Leon and, oh god, why am I forgetting? Matilda. Thank you. My brain works sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So,
I
and
know that feeling.
yeah. And basically it deals with, and once you get into it, because honestly, for me, I feel like there's ways to enjoy, there's levels and ways that you enjoy movies. It's just natural, it's logical. When you're a kid, you enjoy certain movies a certain way. You're not going to be able to get certain nuances in certain movies that you would when you get older, maybe even when you're a teenager. Maybe those things come to you and you see it more when you're a teenager than you did when you were a preteen. Like I enjoy The Professional in a certain way, and then I realized there were certain layers to it because, and also because of editing, I think I probably would have got it a little bit more anyway. But it deals with a lot of different layers in this. It's more than just an action movie. It's also about, dealing with how difficult it can be to be a man in this world and deal, you know what I'm saying, and be able to resist temptations, honestly. I think this movie was not only, Leon was self-sacrificing in the way of, he was definitely a hero in the self-sacrificing toward the end of this movie. But what people don't realize, don't talk enough about, is how much of a responsible man and adult he was in this movie when there was nothing to stop him but his own conscience, his own discipline, as a man. Do you guys do you understand what I'm saying, Damian? You've seen the movie, right?
Maybe?
You've seen the
Yeah.
movie, right?
Yeah.
Matilda had other designs, bro.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah,
I kind of figured that's the way you were going, but yeah, yeah. I'm trying
yeah.
not to, I don't want to ruin too much for Charles, because I would like him to actually see the movie.
But yeah, but it's I was just all I wanted to say was just it was just there's layers to this movie, and it was just a credit to Leon as a man, and you know what I'm saying in this movie. I mean, not that they were ever, but I mean, but this was a French director, by the way. I'm just saying, but
Yeah.
but
Luc
still, yeah,
Besson.
yeah, but even
Wait,
still,
Luc Besson directed this movie?
yes,
Hmm.
The same guy that did the Fifth Element.
yes,
Yes. And the Transporter.
yes.
1 and 2 and I think 3?
He also did the newest Dracula movie.
Really?
Yep.
Actually, yeah. So that's out already? I remember he was making it.
It's in theaters right now. But
Oh, okay.
yeah.
But yeah, man, I think it's a real credit to him. I think it's a real credit to him and the way that they depicted that because I mean you know
Well, there's also things, and again, I won't say anything about it, but there's things I learned about the way Jean Reno portrayed that character and how there's an element to that performance that I didn't learn about until years later, which I can't say much about. But I feel once I learned that and rewatched the movie, it's fairly evident. It's something I'd never really considered before I learned that fact. And I know that's fucking vague and useless, but
no I mean no
something about
no
his mental state. That's all I'll say.
I think even seeing a trailer you'll probably start to pick up on things even watching the trailer you know honestly like you know there's a system to him. It's more than just being a hitman, but there's a system to him. You
Hmm.
know, so like you
And,
realize that immediately
and I want to say, I feel like the last time I watched it, I want to say, I think it was the director's cut, and I feel like it was a good amount longer. Like
because
maybe 15 minutes. I feel like they added a lot back in because I remember watching it, but like there was quite a few things I'm like, I haven't seen this.
because I think because some of it I know some of it that I see that I knew I never saw before. It explore Some of it explores her designs. You know what I'm saying? Also, you
Yeah,
know,
there's definitely, more of that, and just, yeah, it was at least, it had to have been at least 15 minutes longer. There was not an insignificant amount that I was like, I don't remember ever seeing this. I was like, why have I never seen this? It just adds more. One of
so
those, sometimes you get director's cuts where it's like, yeah, I see why it was cut initially. Other times it's like, yeah, why the fuck was this never in the movie?
yep. And so, yep. And it's like, so how do the pieces of this movie and that movie go together? Like, you get this gritty apartment building, and then you get this Spirit Away, otherworldly type situation where these weird things are happening, saying around. Now, is it a thing like, because I was just trying to figure this out too. Like, there's no way she's the only one that could see that because he definitely saw because the hitman definitely saw some of it.
Oh, the Dust Bunny.
Okay, and then like because
Like, is that what you mean? Like
I
the
remember
the
like
titular.
and the
Okay,
other
all right. Can I say something real quick about that Dust Bunny monster character?
okay
Hmm.
I thought the reveal of that thing being actually real was stupid.
Really, I
Yeah.
kind of like that because I was, and well, it's already big spoilers, but if you want to actually see the movie, big spoilers. I was watching the movie the entire time, at least for a long time, thinking this is going to be some kind of manifestation thing, like it's trauma manifest as this thing. And then when it's like it's fully revealed that no, this is a fucking thing, I was like, I love this.
I thought it was kind of dumb
She's
that it
so
was
adamant
revealed
the
to be
whole
real.
time. She's like, no, and like just I'm just saying, I told you so before. Like, so when you get eaten, I don't see you anymore. I'm not going to be able to say I told you so. So I'm telling you, I told you so. And he's like, yeah, all right.
I don't know. It's just something about it just kind of rubbed me the wrong way, and I didn't like it. I just
No,
thought it was. I, I don't know how else to explain it. I didn't like it. I thought it was kind of stupid. And then, of course, near the end, like either near the end or right at the end, it was also implied that the girl also wished Mads Mikkelsen's character into existence.
I
See,
think that was more. I think that was more on the not metaphorical. It was more on the uh, what's the fucking word I'm looking for? That was more tied to the emotional as opposed to the
like she want,
insanity of the other
like she
thing.
was hoping for, like she was hoping for a guy like that to help her, and then there he was.
Yeah, like I feel like that was more an emotional sort of thing as opposed to the dust bunny being a literal like you know uh magic.
It felt like to me that it couldn't figure out what kind of like universe this was. Like, is it a fantasy universe or is this grounded in reality? It's just like I couldn't really tell what they were trying to do.
Hmm.
Because that's like because again when I went to the sort of the manifestation thing of trauma or reality, when she saw him kill quote unquote the dragon, which was a bunch of assassins in a what do you call it, the dragon parade
Yeah, I know the scene you're
thing,
talking about.
but
Yeah,
she actually sees it as like the shadow of someone killing a dragon. That's when I was kind of like, okay, does she just sort of see things as she wants to see them? I was like, okay, maybe she is like, there's something going on in this kid's brain.
I don't know. It's just the way I explained it to Jim is like this whole movie was kind of confusing to me.
See. This is why I think this deserves one more. Why? But I think with movies though, guys. Here's the thing. I think with movies. Now I don't know how you guys do like episodal shows. With me, it depends on how I connect to it. If I really connect to it, I'll probably binge out in a day or two. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll just keep
Yeah,
I'll just keep
pretty
going,
much
and I
the
won't and I won't watch anything else but that because I'm enjoying it. But if it's something where it starts to become more work, like the bones, the the Cancer Bones movie. Why do I keep fucking? Why do I keep shitting on that movie?
cancer bones.
But what the fuck the name of that movie is? The one with the crows. The one with the crow group that was actually pretty exciting.
Cancer bones movie.
I'm fucking up the name. It's the one where it's the one where they rip off the red wedding at the end of the one season.
Oh, you mean that? Was it that show that Lou suggested?
I think.
I think the only thing we've ever done that I didn't actually watch.
God, we don't remember the name of that movie. It was something with
Was it?
bones in it.
Was it? Was it Skull and Bones?
Mm,
Couldn't have been Skull and Bones, but I feel like it was something like that.
Um,
What is that Netflix show with magic with bones in the title? Shadow and Bone.
Shadow and Bone. Okay.
I finished that show and I thought it was kind of dumb how it ended.
I think
They
I
left
think
it
the whole
on a
show was
cliffhanger.
dumb. The whole
They,
show was dumb.
they left it on a cliffhanger and then they canceled it, and now we're never going to get a resolution.
Yeah, because
So it's
now
like,
the
oh,
guys
okay, I
doing
just wasted 30 hours.
yeah, not the only time you can see that one of the main characters is doing deodorant commercials. Oh my god.
Wait, which character's doing deodorant commercials?
The what was it? The Magic Lord, the Dark Lord of Magic. You know what I'm
Him?
saying?
He's
Yeah.
doing deodorant commercials.
No, was it T-Mobile? It was T-Mobile commercials. I'm sorry.
Oh man,
I
that
mean,
fucking
it's
sucks for him.
it's not too far off, really.
I mean,
Different
he was doing
things, but it's
so
like,
well.
yeah, you know.
He was in Punisher. He was in Shadow and Bone. I mean, oh man,
Yeah.
good
What can you
punch.
say?
Oh man, it sucks to suck.
I told you that show sucked ass, man. It sucked so much. No one hardly ever came out of that movie, man, except for the only person who emerged from that show to actually do other things was the one black guy because of the one factor that he played a gay guy. He played a gay guy and Shadow and Bone and everything else, including Interview with a Vampire, has pretty much been that. The one pretty black guy who more than likely is gay.
I want to suck your blood and some other things. Oh,
Jeez. And it was so and again I'm going to be clear. To be clear, it was so unnecessary to do this with Interview with a Vampire because, like I say, even without Tom Cruise or Brad Pitt being outwardly gay, it still gave a gay vibe all over the fucking movie. Not just them.
It's like
Not just them though.
this. It goes like this. It's like, I want to suck your blood, and it's like, oh, you want to suck something.
I'm just telling you, the vibe was there. All not just with them two. It was with Antonio Banderas' character and the motherfuckers he was fucking with. It was a gay vibe all over the goddamn movie. Like they didn't need to even do that. Like to do this was just to do it and put that on the. I hate it because Hollywood is like that, man. But I hate to say, but they put it on the black guy for what though? But they didn't do it. But you felt the fucking anybody who watched Interview with a Vampire movie with Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt.
Look, I like that movie.
That's not the point here. That's not the point here. Gay is not saying I don't like something. It's just saying that's the vibe you felt. If you watched that movie, you felt the gay vibe.
No, it was really gay. I mean, especially at the beginning of the movie. It's just like when like Tom Cruise was like sucking on his neck and everything, drinking all that blood. But it's just, I mean, it was really gay. But it's just like, but I mean, I haven't watched the Interview with the Vampire TV show, but from what I've heard, they've really laid on the gayness in that show.
Yeah, it's one of those things, and not just because of that. It's just like everything I've seen described about the show. Like, I'm good.
But see,
I read the book. I'm fine.
Didn't they age up Claudia in the show?
I mean, probably because
if you're
going by, it's kind of it's a little icky.
Let's just leave it at that. A young Kirsten Dunst. You know, if you know, you know.
It's just, I mean, I was a little like going like, I mean, come on, I mean, it's a little risky to be able to do.
Yeah, like watching it as a kid, I didn't really register. Watching it again later as an adult, I'm like, this seems don't know if I would have made these choices.
I mean, I did have like criticisms of them even introducing Claudia in the show this early into it, but just I don't know. I mean, I wasn't gonna watch the show. I think I checked it out for like maybe 1 or 2 episodes, and I was like, no.
But yeah, trust me, that's why I say movie gay vibe. Show really gay. You know, that's the really gay. Like,
Would you say that when let's say a gay man watches the Interview with the Vampire show, even they would go, "Damn."
yeah, we're finally getting our due. Woo! I mean, hell yeah. They probably
They
was.
go like, "Woohoo! Representation! Woo!"
Yeah, definitely, because I mean, it was more of a vibe. It was, like I said, it was more of a vibe in the movie. It was, you could see the elements there, but they even made it. Think about it. Think about why they did that.
Yeah.
Think about, think about even the character of Kirsten Dunst, and even if you could say there was some kind of love bond between them, because of the visual and the age of when she was turned, it still created a distance. It still
Well,
created a distance between them, where they couldn't be together and have it look right. So it was so it's like the vibe was there, that he was just not destined to love a woman.
I
You see what
still
I'm saying?
I still say that one of the best performances in that entire movie is the scene where Claudia realizes that because of her being a vampire that she doesn't grow any older, and she starts like cutting off her hair and it just
And
like
it just
grows back.
grows back, and she
It grows.
fucking goes nuts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she fucking freaks the fuck out.
yeah.
And she starts storming into the room and she's like, "Which one of you did it?" Yeah. Yeah, it's just, I fucking love that scene. That scene is so fucking powerful.
Yeah, I mean, but like I said,
Yeah.
I
And then
mean,
all that led to her just being like, "Why did you come see my play, Peter? I know you're saving lives, but I'm on Broadway." Boo. Fucking
Yeah.
boo.
Yeah.
is that her fault or is that Hollywood's fault?
I mean, yeah, obviously it's not her fault. She didn't write the script, but she was such a bitch.
No, but it's a Hollywood's fault. I mean, it's a Hollywood's fault that she could do a role like this. Look, I don't know. I mean, I asked the question because I truly asked the question because I look at Natalie Portman's character. Ironically enough, we're talking about her and The Professional
Hmm.
and where she started, and look at what she's been able to do with her career. I mean,
She did
is it
that
hot?
rap on SNL, and it was great.
I mean, is it I mean, bro, I'm talking about, okay, look, Black Swan. I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying, Queen Padme. I mean, how do you feel like her performance in those movies were?
I mean, she wasn't
Never saw a
bad.
black swan.
I
She was
mean,
fine in Star Wars.
I thought
She
she
was kind
wasn't
of
bad in Star Wars. I mean,
she was ogling that little boy a bit too much, but you know.
yeah, yeah. Like the Weird Al Yankovic song goes, it's like he was 9 and she was 14.
Even though she was like 20 something.
Actually, was she? I don't remember.
I don't know, but she looked like she was like 20. It just seemed off in that first movie
Yeah, it really did.
because he's clearly like 8 or 9, and she's just like, "Yeah, all right, you want to get some of this puss?" And he's like, "I like dinosaurs. I like pod racing."
How about
Oh my
how
god.
about we move? How about we move on to V for Vendetta?
Yeah, V for Vendetta is probably one of my favorite Natalie Portman movies. I
Yeah, that
love
was a
that
great
movie.
movie. I only ever
Yeah,
saw it the once, but it was good.
yeah, she was very good in that movie. And
Yes, she
Hugo
definitely was.
Weaving was good in that movie, even though he
Mhm.
wasn't really supposed to be the actor playing V. He was a last minute recasting.
Really, who was it meant to be?
Shit. I'm gonna have to look up his name.
Trying to
Uh,
think of the time. What, 2002 ish?
I
Or actually,
remember.
maybe 2004, because it would have been after the Matrix
I
trilogy,
think
I
his
would think.
name was James Purefoy.
Oh, I know that name.
Yeah, James Purefoy was supposed
Ah,
to
I think
be.
he was the guy who played. He was in Rome. as Mark Anthony. Mark Antony.
Yeah, but James
I'm
Purefoy, I
thinking of
think,
the
was
same guy.
originally supposed to play the voice of V and also do the guy in the costume, but unfortunately, due to a last-minute recasting,
No,
not unfortunately,
no.
but like at a last-minute recasting, it went to Hugo Weaving.
The right thing happened. I seen this guy. The right thing happened. Honestly, the
I
right
don't know
thing.
why I said unfortunately. I don't know why I said that, but
In my field, yeah, the right thing happened. And let me ask you a question: have you ever heard the theory that, speaking of Hugo Weaving going into the Matrix, did you ever hear the theory that you know what I'm saying, that, oh my God, why am I forgetting his fucking name? Oh, no, 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 no. Why am I forgetting his name? Why am I forgetting his name? Oh, come on, man. Come on. Why am I forgetting his name right now?
Keanu Reeves.
No, that's not what I'm trying to get his fucking character. Okay, Agent Smith. That Agent Smith was actually the one.
wait,
But he was a construct of the Matrix, though.
you're talking
Exactly.
about Hugo Weaving.
Yes. Have you ever heard the theory that Agent Smith may have actually been the one?
No, but I don't get how that makes any sense, though.
He was the one who took down the Matrix, essentially.
What, by
When we finally
by
broke free and
cloning
everything
himself
like
so
that.
many times?
When he finally broke free and everything like that, he was essentially the one that ended up taking down the Matrix.
But he got taken down himself, though.
I think it was sort of like a Darth Vader thing, but essentially, you know, but essentially, they're feeling like, because of his abilities, how he was able to break free, the things that he was able to do within the Matrix itself, you know, like he may have been the one instead of Neo.
I guess, but doesn't he become more of a glitch in the system as opposed to like,
Wasn't that supposed to be Neo?
yeah, but he's an actual person though. Whereas Agent Smith is,
And when he was,
well, I mean, he does infect that guy outside the Matrix.
yeah, because of what Neo
That
did to
guy
him.
was all sweaty
Remember
and
what Neo
crazy looking.
remember what Neo did?
Yeah.
He entered Agent Smith and expanded him. You know what I'm saying? Kind of blew him up, but it kind of just broke him out of the Matrix, essentially.
Yeah.
Made him a more freer thing within the Matrix.
I still don't buy it though.
I understand. I was just introducing
Like, I
the
appreciate the theory, but
it
I
wasn't,
just don't
and it
think I
wasn't
can.
mine, by the way. It's something that I heard
Yeah,
on
no, no,
YouTube. It wasn't mine.
no, I just don't. I would have to look into it more, but I don't think I buy it.
What do you think,
But
Charles?
then, like, that's one of those things. Like, say what you will about the sequel movies. I personally enjoy them. Like, there's a lot of stuff I'm like,
I
I don't know about them. Like, as far as like, there's a lot of talking in circles and stuff like that, where it's like, yeah,
I
maybe like,
liked
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I liked the sequels to The Matrix, except for the fourth movie. I
still
did
haven't seen
not.
that one. I've had that sitting there since it came out. I watched about 20 minutes. I was like, I'm too tired for this. It came fucking Neil Patrick Harris with his blue sunglasses. I was like, I feel
Yeah,
like this is a metaphor. I'm going to bed.
yeah. I'm just gonna say right now, don't bother with The
It's
Matrix
just not
Resurrections.
good.
Just don't. Just you know what? I'm gonna fucking spoil it, and I don't care.
Okay. It'll
They make
probably be years before if I ever get to it. So
Yeah, they end up giving the powers of the one to Trinity as well. And
we're
uh
both the one. So we're the two. No, we are all. I am also the one. Okay.
yeah.
Which makes me feel even more that that theory that Agent Smith may have been the actual one that may have some legs to it.
Yeah, Hugo Weaving doesn't come back. They recast Agent Smith.
No,
Yes, they
but
did, and that was one of the things where I'm like, uh oh.
Yeah.
I'm seeing that, I was just like, uh oh.
Yeah,
that's
the guy that ends up playing Agent Smith is basically a fucking twink. It's just like I
And then fucking Morpheus as well. It's like
oh
Morpheus
yeah,
is in it, right? But
they
it's a
recast
different. It's like
Morpheus.
a young guy.
Yeah, it's some young guy.
oh,
And how they explain the recasting is kind of dumb. It's just apparently it has something to do with like programs are able to like exist in the real world as sort of like little like nanite robots are able to like create physical forms of themselves in the physical world, and they're able to interact in the physical world, and now they're allied with the humans and they are like helping them in their day-to-day lives. And that's how this Morpheus person is able to exist in the real world, is because he is actually a younger copy of the original Morpheus, so he's a younger
Because he
version.
died, right?
Yeah, he did die at
He
some
did,
point.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that the original Morpheus did die, and so this Morpheus in the movie is a younger version of Morpheus recreated as a program, and he is like existing in the Matrix as well as showing up in the physical world through those like little like nanite things so he can interact in the physical world. And Niobe, who is Jada Pickett Smith's character, is
Yeah.
now a bitter old woman, and she is constantly undermining Neo at every turn. And
Is it still Jada Pinkett Smith?
yes, it's still her. She's like
Okay.
she along with
Is
Keanu
that
Reeves
correct?
are the only people from the original movies that came back.
now look, here's the funny part because I don't know when she found out. I don't know when she found out that that Will turn down Neo, but it's just so fucking weird for her to keep doing the fucking movies and then to have the storyline that they had for her at one point earlier on when she was in the movies. It was just it's just hilarious sometimes. It's just hilarious.
Can you imagine, though, like, she comes home, she's like, so do you want to hear how it was on the Matrix set today? And he's just like, bitch, I don't fuck it. How was it? Oh, it was so good. Yeah, I'm sure it was. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she
You know,
was.
I don't even
She,
think Will Smith would say something like that because I think he's too much of a submissive bitch to
Oh,
his
yeah, no,
wife.
that would be a thought. Like, it would be a thought
please,
in his head, but
please,
he would never say it.
please,
Yeah,
come on.
yeah.
Yeah, she'll be telling him how she's doing what she normally does, which is not much of a stretch. I mean, undermining, you know what I'm saying? Like bitter, like oh my god, like she's really reaching for this role. She should get an Oscar.
Oh my
You
God,
ever see that video where
she
she's
won
like
an
berating
Oscar for
him and
that
he's like
movie.
fucking like, oh my god, that poor motherfucker.
She was insufferable in the movie.
And it seems like she's insufferable in real life too.
I mean,
That's the
hell,
point. That's
it's
Hollywood.
basically her fault that Will Smith smacked the fuck out of Chris Rock.
But well, look, you know what? Real quick, black man here. I got to take the lead on
For
this one.
me?
I'm sorry. Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. You know what? You are from the home of the Aborigines, so I don't know.
Oh, who are we kidding? Damian's whiter than me.
Okay, but anyway,
And most of the people saying they're Aboriginal elders are whiter than me. So consider that. It's crazy.
okay, but I'm gonna say this of the Oscars thing. Okay, I'm gonna lay this out. for you completely here. Okay. Okay. Will Packer, a noted director, a noted black director, was producing the Oscars for that year.
Okay.
Chris Rock, for the first time as a black host, was directing. And this is after the debacle where Kevin Hart dropped out of hosting the Oscars because of tweets that he had made years ago about, you know what I'm saying, about his child and, you know what I'm saying, everything like that. So we have this. Then we have Will Smith, who is people have seen as possibly a leading contender at possibly winning the best actor, you know what I'm saying, best actor Oscar for his role in King Richard. So as things happen, because what people don't talk about is that there have been other little skits and things and bits that have happened during the Oscars that people have done and stuff like that. That's one thing that they will never say also is that was the first time something like that has ever happened. Okay. Or even something similar to that has happened. What I felt like should have been done is Will Smith going up there, maybe grabbing Chris Rock's blazer and acting like there was a scuffle and then laughing it off. And, you know, it's a bit. What I feel like happens, folks, is that Will Smith walks up there and gives a Hollywood choreographed slap. But here's the thing. He can't punch Chris Rock because then that looks way worse than a slap. But Will Smith can't recreate what a slap sounds like, because a lot of times to create what a slap sounds like, somebody's got to get slapped. Okay? That's the only way it's going to work, unless you really have someone who's right there that can create what a slap sounds like and you not actually slap someone. You know, so what you heard was a thud. No actual open-handed slap makes a thud on someone's face. The acoustics just don't. It's the science. The science of the acoustics on that just don't bear that out. There's no way a slap on someone's bare face makes a thud. It doesn't make a thud.
Maybe if you you hit it wrong with the palm, like the sort of base of the palm.
Nah, because you're never going to hear a thud. You're going to hear a pop. At best, you're going to hear a pop, but it's going to be an audible. It's going to be an audible smacking. It's going to be an audible that you're going to hear. You're never going to hear a thud with an open-handed slap. It's just not going to work on somebody's bare face. No beard really. Like you're not going to hear a thud. And even with that, people didn't still know what to make of the situation because, like I said, it's the Oscars. Bits have happened before. But it was when Will sat down and he went rogue. He went rogue and he went a little too deep in his dramatic bag. And his whole keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth, and did it twice. Like, I think the camera angle that he was sitting, where you could see Lupita Nyong'o just behind him, like off to the side, and to see the way her expression changed once he started saying that, the way she knew at that point, okay, things have gotten kind of out of, you know, like he went rogue, and the whole thing.
Although, if anything, that probably should have been the bit.
No, that was way too uncomfortable to be part of the bit. Way too uncomfortable. The slap wasn't even, because it was a thud. If they would have heard an audible, people would have, it would have been a little more startling. But that thud was just a little, what just happened here? You know what I'm saying? And people still kind of wondering, there's still chuckles. Chris Rock isn't really, he's not taking it as, you know. And then it's only when Will does that where people are kind of like, whoa. You know, Will went rogue. He made the bit look startling. And it got out of it basically it left their ability to get out in front of it. And so Will had to take the fall. Because if Will Packer had have mentioned, you know, if Will Packer had mentioned that this was a bit and it happened like this and it went this way, he would. I mean, good luck, directors. Get another black director or creative getting any sort of part. You know what I'm saying? And getting sort of doing this again, host either. So Will had to take the fall. He still got his award and everything like that, but he had to leave the academy. You know what I'm saying? Listing, but he had to take the fall. I feel like the whole thing was a bit gone wrong because Will Smith went too rogue, and somebody had to take the fall for it, and they couldn't admit there was a bit now because it got way too real, honestly, and that's what happened here, man. That's exactly what happened, top to bottom. That's what happened.
Top to bottom. It's funny you say that because you
I know because we got to shine a light on this because we have way too long to not shine some sort of light on this. You know what I'm saying?
We've had like 3 comments the entire show. You got to pull them up.
Really? No.
They've all been this fucking guy, whoever he is. Jim Grindle. Sounds like a real douche.
Even with slim comments, I still go quality over quantity.
I don't discriminate in such a fashion.
That's what I'll say. Quality over quantity any day.
Okay, he's a douche, but he's right.
Yeah, that's what you say.
Top to bottom, Will Smith, Will Packer, hopefully not related to Fudge Packer.
Chris Rock. It was a bit that went rogue. Will took that bit rogue, and it left it being able to say it was a bit. We were just playing around. It lost it. It went. You know what I'm saying? So basically, yeah, man, that's basically where I leave that. Anyway, and I'll just say for myself, because you know what I'm saying, I don't mind engagement. I don't do. I guess people just never really got that. You know what I'm saying? Some people do live streams for subscriptions or engagement, and some people can just do live streams because they can do live streams. I don't have to write a script about what it is that I want that I want to say or that I need to say, or have a bunch of talking points every time, or that I feel like that I'll mess up or I'll say something wrong and then we got to reshoot it or anything like that. And we try to find forms and platforms to where you can share screens, to where you don't have to put visual aids in later on in editing. You know, it just adds on extra time to things. So I mean, but everybody has their own perspective. Is what I'll say for that. You know, everybody has their own perspective, but okay, you know, people walk the line of the support that they want. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'll say to that too. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to walk the line, and everything is funny until, you know. All right, that's what I'll say about that.
I didn't mean to make everything a downer. My bad.
Yeah, but when you give a downer a platform, that's what happens, man. That's what you got to understand when you give that's what I tried to make him understand about a certain fat motherfucker named Lou, about a certain doofy ass motherfucker named Quadfather, about a certain doofy motherfucker named Toby. Both of them, you know what I'm saying? I try to let them know about both of them. You know what I'm saying? That when you have that when you have downer motherfuckers and you keep bringing them around, they bring a downer energy. So I'm hoping Damian, Damian and Charles, you learn that. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm just glad you didn't say doof motherfucker named Damian, because I'm like, oh shit, I'm next.
I'm like me. So I'm no, you guys are all good.
Lucky my audio doesn't work right now and I can't hear you. You're so lucky. You're so lucky. You want to call upon, what did you just call me, you fuck? What did you just call me? I'll be right back with fuck when I can hear you. Fucking jerk. Yo, you're welcome for the comment, prick. Sound, you stupid jerks.
I had a really downer comment about Monarch as well.
Is this what it's gonna?
I don't want to bring it to the stage now.
Is this what it's gonna be? Because if so, I'm done.
Well, I was just going to say, no spoilers for the very end of the last episode, but motherfucker, that ending hit me like a freight train. I was crying like a bitch.
Really?
Yeah, you don't agree? I
I
thought
mean, I thought it was an emotional ending, but I didn't like cry like a bitch.
I did. What, you're better than me?
Yes.
Well, okay, I'm not going to disagree with that.
But no, it's just. I mean, I kind of figured that it was going to go that route because of how the episode was being treated. Like
It was building, yeah, like there was a lot of building, yeah. I just
Yeah.
didn't think, yeah. No,
But
I wasn't bawling, but there was some tears. There was some tears.
Pansy.
Fucking fuck you.
I fixed it.
Are you crying too? Charles said,
No, I thought it was a good ending, and I don't think that's going to be the last we'll see of that character.
I hope not.
God damn it, this time I'm on fucking mute. I'm the downer, Stone. I'm the fucking downer, not the guy who's blabbing on for fucking 4.5 hours to fucking hostage victims. You fucking prick. What the fuck? Every fucking time I ever fucking drop a comment on a fucking show, I've paid fucking close to $1,000 fucking dollars for over time. Yeah, go ahead and mute it, you fat fucking retard. You fucking moron halfwit. You fuck this fucking shit. Every fucking time I've ever commented, Damian and Charles, this fucking audacious, overbearing, long-winded, non-saying anything motherfucker wants to neg me. Fuck him. Fuck him and his fucking bullshit. Stone, how about thanks? And of course he runs away like a little bitch. Like a little coward bitch. He wants to talk shit and then run away. Talk shit to the fucking person who fucking built this whole fucking connection and fucking supported it for so long. Who doesn't fucking get thanks.
I thank you. Well, not enough, but I think I have.
Oh, yeah, real thanks when I try to fucking get shows going and fucking can't even fucking get a fucking show with anybody. But yeah, fucking take whatever the fuck anyone wants from me, but no one wants to fucking give back. Good, whatever. I'm just saying. He wants to fucking, whatever, bro. Not your fault, Damian.
I was going to say, I said I wanted to do something, we just didn't schedule nothing.
You don't do shit. I'm fucking ready, and I've been fucking hitting you up like 1,000 times.
I know, and we're always, I always just like, yeah, we'll do something, and then we just never fucking.
Look, man, this wasn't about you.
I know. I'm just saying.
You said that you thank me.
Thank you.
So now you made it about you because coward chicken bitch boy who can't dominate for fucking, oh no, 5 seconds, it can't be about me. Oh no. He pulled up this comment. Ooh, why you bringing Downer up, Damian? With his fucking controlling bullshit. Anytime I listen to you guys, I want to throw the fuck up because it's just him babbling about some non-point nobody even fucking made. For fucking 45 minutes. But anyway, I was coming to just deal with him in a fun way. But then he wants to be a little fucking cunt bitch. Should I? Let me ask you two, my friends. Okay. Should I fucking have to show up here every time and have this fucking jerk off be like, oh, you're here every fucking time?
Who are
I
you
even
again?
make a comment? Stone.
No, I said, who are you again? I was trying to
Oh,
razz
suck
you.
a dick. I got headphones on.
I would say that coming in here, and I don't think there's anything wrong with coming in here and wanting to have some kind of like conversation in a fun way. I don't really see a problem with that.
No, but it wouldn't even have had to be a. He created the saucy conversation by fucking calling me a fucking downer and complaining that Damian even brings up my comment. He does it every single time. Go watch your own shows if you don't know this to be true. I know they're super long and hard to remember. Anytime I comment, Damian, why are you bringing that up? Yuck, 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 yuck. I was talking for 45 minutes about something you didn't ask, and I was giving you a lecture. You're interrupting my lecture. So yeah, coming in fun. So that's not even my problem that I could guess he won't want me here now because he's a coward bitch. I get that. I'm talking about every comment I ever fucking make or anytime I've ever showed up on this show to say anything. It's always, oh, here he is again. You know what else is again? Stone's lying bullshit to all of us. Hey guys, I'm down 100% for everything. What do we need to get this done? You need some you want me to pay for the StreamYard that you're paying $50 a month for? I'll pay for it anytime, buddy. Oh, okay, Stone, pay it. Yeah, anytime, buddy. I will. Okay, then do that. Yeah, I will. I'm down to chip in. Okay, cool. Chip in. I'm gonna. All right, when? I love chipping in. Do you? It's my favorite. So let's get that. Well, I am. It's coming up real soon. This is all he said. He doesn't. No. Actually, coming up real soon is too definitive of an answer. Yup. Chipping in be good. I love it. Fucking shit. Turned me retarded. I turned retarded trying to fucking talk.
I was gonna say what's happened.
Fucking shit.
I could feel the degradation. His mind is slipping away.
Why do you have a duck? I haven't paid for this shit in how many months now? How come he hasn't chipped in? He was talking for years about chipping in. Years while I'm being charged $50 a fucking month for a fucking show this fucking jerk off has fucking no fucking gratitude for. And wants to fucking neg me every time I walk in a fucking room or send a comment. Fuck him. As far as I'm concerned, fuck you, Stone, because you ran like a bitch right now and you ruined their show because I commented. He's watching like a bitch. You know how I know? Because you had 0 fucking viewers besides me the whole show. And now he's watching.
Cocksucker. We had like 17 viewers for most of it.
Yeah.
Right,
yeah,
Charles?
Definitely.
Right?
I can't see the viewer numbers.
Yes, you can, and you know it was at least 17.
It was at least 4.
I'm not going to confirm nor deny.
0!
Confirm.
0!
Fuck this guy. It was 17.
Jeez, I was about to leave to go do something. Now, where were you guys in the show? I have to fill in for Stone. Hold on. Where were you guys in your show? What specifically?
I was hoping we were about to end.
Yeah, I think we were almost done.
Oh, good. Chicken boy.
Like,
cuckoo cha.
Hey Jim, you know what? I'm done, man.
Cuckoo cha.
Hey Jim, you calling me a liar. You're telling me that I said I was willing to chip in on stuff, and then when you basically sent me links
quack,
or
quack.
things to
Look at the duck
and
up
send me
there.
things to hey Damian, look, man.
Quack quack. Look at the duck up there.
Hey Damian, look, man. Look,
there's a duck up there. Where are you paying?
Where would I pay?
Did you not say you were going to pay?
What control did I have?
Did you not say countless times?
I'm ready to chip in.
I'm done with him. Hey Damian, I'm done with him. He calls somebody a liar. He calls somebody a liar.
Damian,
I'm done with him, old man bullshit. This is all this is. This all this
answer
is.
any of it. You can't answer any of it because you ain't got shit, baby. You can't answer nothing being addressed to you because you ain't got shit. because you're full of shit. He's a liar. Come back, chicken liar. Jesus, he just interrupted a perfect time. We were about to get back on track. I can't believe he did that.
I didn't hear like anything in that loss. It was just two competing loudnesses, and I
was
heard
just
wham
making
wham
baby
a lot.
noises.
Like it was just all. I don't know what.
I'd like you guys to know I'm having fun with it. So
I mean, clearly.
I'm sorry I commented and that ruined your show. I guess once I stopped paying for your show, I'm not allowed to comment anymore.
I show up one time.
That's what all I'm good for.
You
That's all
come
I'm
here
good
and
for.
you ruin everything.
Yeah, no. I ruined it when I stopped paying because that's all I'm fucking good for is $50 a fucking month for TEE TV. But hey, there you go. Anyway, I'm sure Chicken won't come back. Oh, little bitch left the group. He left the group. Is that a rational reaction to leave you two? Because I commented, he cried, and then I came and called me. He didn't just cry. He went on about it. He went on and lectured you about how you're always letting these downers and then starts shouting about fat fuck Lou with his same petty bullshit. That's when I came in. Go back and watch. Your
Do I
little
have
bitch
to?
boy.
I hate
Your
watching
little
this show.
bitch boy did this. Your little bitch boy Stone did this. That's all right. He wants to play fucking games. Let's pull up the real reasons that he hates Lou. Because fucking Lou was spreading around videos of him doing bad things. Whatever. Wants to play that game with me. Goodbye. Sorry, guys. Sorry I commented.
You fucking hang around until I press the end button at least.
Oh, I'm gonna. That's what I mean. I'm saying goodbye to him.
Oh, yeah.
Good fucking
All right,
bye.
well,
All right,
fuck.
guys.
Charles, you want
to
to do
No,
it?
I'll close this out. All right. So, everybody, this has been TEE TV. Thanks for stopping
TEE.
by, and we will talk to you next week or whenever. We'll talk to you next week where we will discuss.
Never again, apparently. You'll talk to these people never again because Stone just quit your show because I commented he once again got mad at Damian, went on his tirade about fucking Lou. I showed up to respond to being called a downer after paying for you guys for fucking years. He runs like a bitch, then pops back to go and then leaves the group and quits the show.
I'm gonna have to clip that. That was.
Yeah.
It's gonna be okay. Anyway,
That's what happened. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Look, we'll be back with stuff.
Yeah.
Fucking. Tea.
Yeah.
I'll take your spot, Stone. Hey, Stone, I'll take your spot, and it'll actually be a fucking enjoyable show. It won't be fucking 12 hours of you lecturing people. Fucking cunt. TEE. Sorry.
Tea.